Okay. All right. Well, now all we need to do is get the Wild Bunch stream going.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go over and kick it. Which may or may not work.
And
There we
and
go. There we go. There we go. I don't know if anyone
bye,
was.
Brian. Bye, Brian.
Well,
Ooh, did you say Johnny Gators take it away and you just cut off?
Oh, well.
Time, look back. Look at that.
We timed
right
that.
there.
We timed that perfectly. How about that?
Holy moly. That was amazing, Gators. That was
Mucklux.
perfect timing.
Mucklux.
Mucklux.
Bulbous Font.
And now, at NHB Radio,
And Wild Bunch Radio.
live feature presentation.
This is a serious message. Peace and love. Peace and love.
People do this stuff. I don't think so.
Fuck man. Fuck man.
Jump, jump.
Fuck man. Fuck
Oh
man.
my god, I think I pooped myself.
I will toss a salad.
I'm now gonna go slash my wrist with a fucking
does.
fork.
Good.
We are live, and it's November 19th, 2014, with the Amateur Hour and Mucklux.
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 It's the Muckluck Hour, is what it is.
Mucklux. Mucklux.
And apparently, positioning users is not supported in sound duplex mode. I don't know why the hell I'm in sound duplex mode. But
Are you, make sure you're in direct sound?
I always who's messing with? Why does this thing fuck up the settings on me when I don't want it to?
Because it does.
All right, direct sound.
Yeah.
All right, wait. Whoa. When I go to direct sound, it wants to change all the sound cards that I selected. So,
It does.
All right, so I want to do 7834. So let's go direct. We'll make that 78. We'll make that 34. And then we will click OK. Oh wait, but
And
we
you
don't.
probably have to restart Team Top.
But we'd also want to uncheck duplex mode because we don't want duplex mode, which is required for echo cancellation.
Yeah, you don't want echo cancellation because if it's raining outside, you want to know.
Okay. Well, the thing is, though, is that I can't position users if I put it in duplex mode, though.
No, don't do that.
Well, I want to position users
Yeah.
because that
If you
way,
can't do it right now, you might have to restart Team Talk.
that way I can put you and Neo in the same corner.
What? Why would you want to do that?
Because something was going on. This past.
Pardon me?
Well, hey, this was Dune's theory. Blame him.
I don't give a shit whose fucking theory it is.
No. We did a show this past Saturday, and both Mars and Neo were missing in action at the same time.
Did you do a show Saturday?
Yeah, and you and Neo were both not around at the same time. So I'm just saying.
I'm also just saying you and Emily were very drunk that episode, so any thoughts could have come out.
Oh, I don't think so. No, we're both very happily married people, but you two, very single, very not
I
around.
talk about that. Oh my God,
I'm not
Gators.
single.
You're not. Oh,
Fucking schmuck.
I'm just joking around with you guys. No, you're not. You're right. You both aren't then.
Oh my god.
I'm happily single. I don't know.
Okay. Hey, look. This was Dune's theory. I blame Dune for this.
You know who I ultimately blame is Blue Moon.
Blue Moon.
Yeah.
But no, I mean you were both completely. You were both not online at the same time. That the only conclusion one could logically come to. But if you would like to write in
No.
your own theories,
Uh-huh.
Neo, I was expecting you to fight back a little more.
Personally, I don't give a flying fuck what you say because I know the truth and you don't.
Oh, come on.
I don't need to fucking explain shit to you.
It's a bit. Play.
No.
All right, Little Blue Orca writes in, so we are the real NHP radio show again? No, we're not. I haven't updated I haven't made the updates to the page yet because I need to give them to Rico. Anyways,
Little Blue Orca.
But thank you for tuning in. And if you would like to write in too, NHP Live, Wireless and Messenger, or Skype, or Google Talk, at NHP Radio on the Twitters, and call us at 877-642-5483.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, yeah, so, all right, so then what were you really up to?
I was talking to my boyfriend.
Well, that's what we were suggesting was you were...
Dude, do you seriously want to get fucking punched right now?
Ooh.
Wait, you're coming for a visit?
No. If I ever make it down there, while you're still in Hayward, I will fucking punch you. I will kick you so fucking hard in your goddamn kidneys, you'll fucking piss blood for a week. So don't fuck with me.
Can I record this and put this on YouTube?
It's already happening. So Neo, how's your week been?
It's been fucking peachy.
Well, I was just having a little fun here. I want you to seriously get mad.
I don't like it when fucking people start assuming things about me.
I wasn't let me tell you. Do you think I honestly thought that you and Mars were hanging out on Saturday and that's why you both weren't online at the same time?
I don't know. I don't know what goes through your fucking mental head.
Okay, Mars, help me out here.
You dug your own hole, boy. I'm sitting back eating M&Ms and watching the fun. I'm sorry.
You know, this seemed like a much better idea when I was drunk.
Yeah, I'm also saying I'm very sad. I am out of peanut butter M&Ms. That's a very sad thing. So I have to resort to playing.
That is very sad when you're out of peanut M&Ms.
No, peanut butter M&Ms.
Oh, that's even worse, being out of peanut butter M&Ms because they're so awesome. Woodchop writes in, so Mars was across the street at the university teaching a special weekend class making and publishing pornos. And Neo was out on a drug run. That actually sounds like a more plausible theory than mine.
Sure. But I'm going to tell you, I don't think there's any skanks at my university that I would want to see in the porno class.
Not a single one?
No, not really.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Well, it was a class on making and publishing porno. It wasn't a class on actually. It was more of a how-to, not a doing it right there in the class. So that's all fine and dandy. Although I guess people have to bring in their final project and get the projector set up and everything.
The projector's already set up. It's in the ceiling.
Oh, there you go. Real convenient.
We have 5 speakers in there, or 4 speakers and a front speaker that never gets turned on.
Why don't you ever turn on the front speaker?
I don't know. Good question.
So anyways, I've decided it was time to buy some Christmas music.
Oh, wait, you bought Christmas? Oh, wait, what music did you buy? Did you buy the Miss Eartha kit?
No. I found some 16 and 2/3 RPM elevator Christmas music.
Oh, those are the ones that are like an hour long, right?
Well, I don't know how long each one of them are, but they're not Seeburg. They're actually the competitor to Seeburg. They're the Row Custo Music. And the cool thing about those is that when Seeburg would bring in the Christmas music for their music systems, their discs didn't contain only Christmas music. They kind of contained a mixture of the standard Muzak and the Christmas Muzak. So when you get the Christmas Muzak records for the Seeburg systems, they're not all Christmas music. It's, some other stuff in there. So that kind of sucks if you want to just listen to Christmas Muzak. But the Row Custom Music discs, nothing but Christmas music. And I have one of those that someone put up quite some time ago with a low buy it now because it was in pretty piss poor shape. And
hey Gators, you should buy some Seeburg stuff on online somewhere.
No, I will not. They lost.
Why not?
They lost their opportunity.
Oh.
Well, I was gonna, because there is this site. Let's see if I can find it. Seeburg1000.com. 24-hour streaming of Seeburg music,
Yes.
which is pretty awesome.
Ooh.
It just automatically starts playing when you load the site up.
I thought you hated that.
No, I like it, but I hate that Amazon can't keep their disc in stock, because this site actually does sell 2 CDs, and you can go to the store on that page, and in there you can order. Actually, there's 3 CDs on here.
Wait.
Or 2 CDs in
Why
an
wouldn't you
album.
order it from their store then?
Because Amazon has free shipping.
So?
What?
So?
Well, I had points for Amazon from my Chase Amazon credit card, so I was going to place an order. And if you gotta have your order over $35 to get the free shipping, so I wanted to buy this $30 CD SACD of Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Child is Father to the Man, because the 5.1 surround mix that Al Cooper did of that back like nearly 10 years ago now. It's finally getting reissued on this Audio Fidelity issue of it. So I'm like, I'm so ordering that. And so to get the free shipping, though, I needed at least another $5 on my card. So the Seeburg Christmas CD's $10. It's been in my wish list for a while, and it's nearing the Christmas season. And, since I'm buying it directly through Amazon, it's free shipping. So I threw that in the cart, too. And then I sit and wait, and they don't have the Seeburg Christmas CD in stock. And
what? You mean they ran out?
And they have no estimate as to when they're going to get more in stock. Meanwhile,
so Gators, why are you buying all this stuff that's so popular that that Amazon never has them?
I wanted some Seeburg Christmas music for the holiday season. And you could buy it directly from the Seeburg site, but if you buy it directly from the Seeburg site,
how much is shipping and handling?
Well, I don't know, actually. I have to...
and how much money do you save if you buy it on Amazon due to the Seeburg site?
Well, it's the same price on Amazon and Seeburg, but it's $5 shipping. So I was saving $5 ordering it through Amazon with the free shipping.
Yeah.
And they won't... And I can't ever get... Amazon's doing... This is the second time now, recently, that I've canceled an order with Amazon because you place the order and they don't do anything to get the item in stock.
Can you buy used from Amazon?
I don't think that particular item is available used.
What? No Seeburg 1000 used?
Let's take a look. I'm gonna do a Seeburg search on Amazon.
I mean, there should be tons of used. I mean, if they're sold out, I mean,
let's see. It's available new directly through Seeburg, but then you have to pay $4 shipping if you buy it through Seeburg through the Amazon site. But it's free shipping if you get it from Amazon directly, and someone else has it new for $12. No one has it used.
Okay.
Woodshop writes in 16 2/3 RPM. Huh. Wow. That took a bit to find something on Google about that, and Wikipedia was not in the top 10. That's major obscure. Even the hit agrees. Have you ever heard of a long-forgotten vinyl format, the 16 2/3 RPM record? They have the speed of a 33 1/3 RPM albums, or a traditional standard for recorded music. Most record players in the 1950s and 60s came with a speed setting to play these long-forgotten discs that were considered novelties even during the years they were available. Well, there were a few practical uses of the 16 2/3 RPM record. In fact, Damon has used a 16 2/3 record at least once in his life.
Now, is this to actually play something, or was this to... Oh, it was probably an audiobook, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, audiobooks, yeah, because David
Yeah,
and
yeah.
audiobooks would come in 16 2/3 and also 8. 8 RPM was a format that was also used
Yeah.
for audiobooks in the days of vinyl.
And they sounded horrible.
Oh, you can find YouTube clips of those.
Yeah, those are horrible.
So you've probably used a 16 2/3 or an
No,
8.
I don't... No, I don't. I never use this.
So how do you know they
see
sound
back
horrible?
then, so- I've listened to them.
But you said you never...
I was at YouTube.
Oh, I see. You just checked out the YouTube clips. I see.
Yeah.
That's they
Someone
do.
was talking about their stupid talking book from the the National blah 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 Record Blindy organization. I don't know what it was called.
Right.
So I said, okay, well, let me hear what this thing sounds like, and I'm like, that really?
Also,
Really?
Bibles often came on 16. You could get,
I should buy that in triplicate.
you could get talking
maybe
Bibles.
the next time.
Yeah.
You know what? The next time the Jehovah's Witness come by, I'm going to ask if they have an 8 RPM record.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Because they tried giving me their buy. I think I have a couple of
But
the
if you do
Bibles
like a
around
search
here
for
somewhere.
16 2/3 on eBay, you'll find plenty of Bibles on 16 2/3 RPM record.
So I have to ask for 16 2/3, not 8.
Well, that's typically what the Bible would come on. I don't know if they made an 8 RPM Bible. I mean, that would kind of cut it down in half, so that would probably have been. But I know it was done in 16 2/3. Also, there was a format of records for the car. That you could get a car that would have the record player built into it, and it would took these smaller sized discs.
You should get one of
that-
those.
Well, those actually have a much narrower groove than any other record does. So you really can't even if you have a turntable that does 16 2/3 RPM, you'll trash the shit out of it if you play it on that because the needle's too wide.
But can't you lighten your thingy on the needle?
Well, that might help. Like the Seaberg records, I think have a narrower groove, but not by as
Yeah.
much as the car records do. So really, I don't know how. So I know it's common because I see on YouTube several times people are playing Seaberg records on YouTube clips on there, and they're just using a standard turntable that does 16 2/3. In fact, I've seen people do the same thing that I do, which is I have a Newmark turntable that lets you pitch up or down by 50%, and so if you pitch the 33 1/3 down 50%, you have yourself a 16.
You just take like an
turntable.
eraser head, stick it near the end of it, and kind of like slow it down.
Well, you might not get a very consistent speed doing that. You could try, I suppose, but that would probably not give you very good performance.
Okay, I just wondered.
But anyways, so one of the uses of the 16 2/3 RPM records was Muzak systems. And, I mean, they went up to the late 70s with these, actually. And that's surprising because you figure most people would be on tape by then. But it was kind of a subscription service. You had the machine, and someone would go out and service all the machines periodically to rotate out the records. So the records were never owned by the people that had the machines. And that's why, the labels actually say property of Seaberg. Or, so because a rep would come and check out a set and issue the new set. And the set of records usually have a date on them when they're supposed to be put in use. And so most of the records were destroyed after they were done.
That's it. Wait, why were they destroyed?
Because they didn't have a use for them anymore. This was made to be a temporarily used in these machines and then swapped out for a new set. They never wanted to reuse the old ones.
Why not? They could use them next year when Christmas comes around.
I don't know. I wasn't running the company. I don't know.
Well, you should have.
All I know is all the records I've seen have a date on them, not and I don't know if they ever did reuse them a year later. It seems they made new ones every quarter or so often or something like that, and the Christmas ones had the mixture of music.
Maybe you should issue Gators. Maybe you should get into a company and start issuing SACDs to places like Starbucks and stuff like that with their CDs.
Oh, there's already Muzak systems that people subscribe to. I mean, this didn't go away. It just evolved.
Yeah,
it just evolved. I think Seeburg probably still exists as a company. I would venture to guess.
You should get some of their newer media.
Let me see
Probably,
let me see if they still exist.
Jump drive now.
Let me see. Seeburg was an American design and manufacturing company of automated musical equipment. It says was. But this doesn't go into details about why they. Let's see. Automated musical equipment such as coin-operated phonographs and orchestrations were manufactured under the J.P. Seeburg and Company name for most of its early years. Let's take a look here. During the 60s, they bought many other companies. A few other attempts were made to use the Seeburg name. Oh, here we go. In 1979, the Seeburg Corp was split into two companies, with the Seeburg Phonograph division spun off. This did not survive, as the court closed it in September 1979. Stearns Electronics purchased all the Seeburg production stock on hand and began producing Stearns Seeburg jukeboxes. This only lasted a few years, as Stearns Seeburg also was forced to close.
Get one of those Gators to play them on.
Parts department stock was purchased by Los Angeles-based Jukeboxes Unlimited in September 1980. A few other attempts were made to use the Seeburg name. All failed. Basically, yeah. And the thing is so they were producing the records for their Muzak systems up until the end of their company, because I know I've seen 78 and 79 dated Seeburg records. You know, you'd figure that they would have upgraded everyone over to tape at some point, but I guess it was still cost effective to produce the records for the systems that were already in place rather than swap out the turntables for
They probably had the equipment. They didn't want to update their own equipment.
Right. So there you go. Although they probably were, if they put in a new system, they probably putting in tape at that point. But Custom Music is a company based out of New Jersey that also did the same thing and had the same format records at their 16 and 2/3 RPM 9-inch records with the big hole in the middle. And their Christmas selections were all Christmas. And someone put a lot of 7 of these records up on eBay. And I was like, ooh,
wait, did you say
boy.
a lot of 7?
Yeah. 7 records.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 records, 16 2/3 RPM of Christmas Muzak.
Oh.
And I was like, I've got to get me some Christmas tunes to listen to this year. That's going to be some good listening. And so now I generally wait till close to the end of the auction to place a bid, but I might place a bid like when there's an hour left, because too often I'm like, oh, I'll get it in the last 10 minutes, and I get sidetracked on like work, because work's kind of important. And then I realize, oh shit, I forgot to bid on that. So I decided, I'll place a bid when there's like an hour left, because I don't want to place it too far ahead of time. And it was kind of good idea.
You don't want to look eager.
Well, there was an idiot that was looking at this auction.
Oh.
And I kind of knew this, but I wasn't sure how he was going to act. And so I wanted these damn records. And so I threw in a nice amount of a bid on there. And I'm not bidding much on eBay. This was a very rare bid, because I swore I wasn't going to bid on anything, but I...
Wait, I thought you bid on, like, Japanese records on eBay.
No, I stopped that. I haven't bid on anything Japanese in quite a while, actually. Woodshop goes 7 different records, right? Yes. No, it's not 7 copies of the same record. I checked that.
Awesome.
This isn't like,
all the same record.
It could be, yeah, I could see that happening. Surplus, no, because they're numbered.
No, if there was a lot of Inagata Devita, Iron Butterfly of like 12 different records, oh my god.
You see, what I have here is they put a picture on there, and it's record 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. I think
What
usually
about 8?
I don't know. 8's missing, and so's 1 through 5.
Now you have to go look for those.
Well, I'm always keeping an eye out for more of these. Now I already have a copy of record 13, although I don't even know if they're the same 13 because it could be a different year. So I'm not even sure.
Oh, they use the same record. Come on.
Well, I know Seaberg. They didn't use the same records every year, so I don't know about.
How many different versions of this song can you hear?
I don't know if that 13 is going to be the same as the other 13. I honestly just don't know. But
Might be. So you're gonna play this at home and then feel like shopping at a department store?
it'll give me some nostalgia of a simpler time when.
Wait. What nostalgia were you listening to this and shopping at a department store? Didn't they do this in the 70s and the 60s?
A nostalgia to a time that I wasn't around for,
Oh, you mean 90% of your records?
You're being generous there.
Yeah, probably am.
Well, no, here. I mean, here's my beat to shoppy of record 13 from the Custom Music Christmas set that I already have. And I guess
maybe if it is the same record, it's better quality then.
Oh yeah, it'll be. I got 7 of them, and plus the one. If the one's a duplicate, it'll be better than this one because listen to, it's pretty noisy.
Oh, you played this one before. This is good.
Oh, I just realized I actually had it on 45. I had it on 45 pitched down by half. There we go.
I like the other version better. But it's not better than the other way gators.
What, you mean like this?
Yeah.
No, it's like this.
Yeah, see how the other way it sounds like a cartoon version. You know how they used to play in like Tom and Jerry? That's way too fast. It's Chipmunky. Okay, no. And that's horrible. Oh, now the record's gonna fly across the room now. Oh my god. That's horrible.
But anyways, yeah. Now, but as I was getting to, an idiot was bidding on these records, and the idiot made me wish that I sniped, but then another sniper came along and made it a moot point, and I came out on top. So that's good. Emily also agrees that the speedy version was better.
Yep.
No, here's what happened. There was a guy by the name of H.A. Why is he by the name of H.A.? Because eBay hides your identities and only shows you 2 letters in the person's name. So Ha had placed a bid for, and then he placed another bid that was $1 higher. And then he placed another bid that was $1 higher. Then he placed another bid that was $1 higher.
Oh, I do that.
And he did this until he had the top bid before I started bidding. So before I started bidding, he had like the top bid at like $25. And so I threw down my I mean fucking business bid. I'm walking away with these records bid. Bam. Ha gets
$350 later.
No. I did not go $300. In fact, it ended under 100. So there's that.
Okay.
But of course so with an hour left to go, I throw down my bid, and Ha gets an email that, hey, this auction is going to end in an hour, that you're like bidding a dump on. Someone just outbid you. And Ha comes, throws on a bid that's $2 higher, throws on a bid that's $2 higher, throws on a bid that's $2
now.
Ha bid this up. It was at $26. Ha bid $2 at a time, all the way up to $60. So he bid 28. He bid 30. He bids 32. He bids 34. He bids 36. He bids 38. He bids 40. He bids 42. All the way up to $60. I'm just watching as the minutes are counting down because he'd like bid another $10 up 2 at a time, and then he'd stop for 5 for 10 minutes. Then he'd start bidding 2. Then he'd stop. Then he'd change his mind. And I was like, oh, God, I should have sniped. This guy would have never had a chance to do all this thinking and bidding $2 at a time. I would have blown him right out of the water. Now I'm going to have to pay $60 for these records when I could have been paying, under 30. But then someone that eBay is calling HH came along and threw a $77 bid at the last minute, making all those stupid bids moot.
Wait, someone else did it?
Someone else outbid all his stupid bids, so I would have still had to pay the same amount, even if HH, double H.
Ooh. Maybe it's HA.
And Emily.
It's a different name.
Emily writes in, why do you do that, Mars? eBay automatically bids for you. You place your max bid first, and will go in increments all by itself. Dollar bidders drive me insane.
Oh,
me too.
Just actually, there's a lot of times I'll do that, and then I say, "Oh well, look, it's $90 for this one thing. I don't want it now, so I go away."
Well, the thing is,
when it starts at like $10, so then they lose $80.
Well, the thing is, often here's the thing: auctions will make you change your mind. Because I actually do this. When I put a bid in, I think about it. I decide how much I'm willing to pay for it. And how much I think I'm willing to pay for it and how much I'm really willing to pay for it are very often two very different things. And getting outbid of the amount you think you're willing to pay for it is a great way to find out that you're really willing to pay more. And so, I've done, but the thing is, I don't do the 2 from the starting point thing. That's stupid. And I think anyone that does that's stupid. At least start higher. He should have been like, okay, I'll go 40 on these, and threw a 40, and then stopped and thought, well, I'd go up to 50, because he knew he would go up to 50, because he'd stop for 5 minutes, and then he'd bid 2 up to 50, and then he stopped. It's like, you should have just thrown in the 50.
It's something to do. He made auctioning fun for himself.
Well, this guy only has a feedback rating of 11, so he's a newbie.
Well,
But this is why it pays to snipe. I'm seeing. And I hate snipers. That's why I don't snipe. I'm allowed to hate snipers since I don't. Of
I
course,
thought you just said I should have sniped him at the end.
Well, if I like you, then it's okay to snipe. Otherwise,
I see.
If I don't know you, I hate you. Witchup writes in, what's simpler than the buy it now button? I'd hate to go back to the department store days. And I love buy it now auctions. I do, but this guy was not listing them as buy it now. This guy, yeah. And the thing is, the Seaberg records show up. Anytime you go on eBay, you'll probably find a few groups of Seaberg records. They show up quite often. Emily writes in, "Oh, Gators hates me." No. You're one of the exceptions. You're one of the exceptions to the.
I see.
But no, it's what was I saying? The Seaberg records are quite common. They sell for quite a bit, but they're quite common. I mean, they are rare in the sense that many of them were destroyed, but enough of them are around that you do find them easily enough. I mean, I've got a box of them. Not too many. There were some that showed up that just happened to have cheap buy it nows. That I was like, yoink. Now I've got some of. I gotta have one of everything after all. And so the custom music ones. This one that I have was the first one I saw, and I was like, custom music. That's not Seaberg. That's interesting. I didn't realize. So I'm like, oh, it must be like the competitor. It's the second. The cheap knockoff of Seaberg custom music, and I started keeping an eye out for them, and a lot did show up a while ago of the standard custom music non-Christmas variety, and it was quite a big lot, and it went up into over 100, might have been even like around 200, I forget. It was a big lot of them though, and so they do show up from time to time, but not that often. And so this is the first time since the one I bought that I saw any other Christmas Row Custom Music Records. So and it's like, oh boy, they're Muzak, and I don't have to deal with sorting out the Christmas from the non-Christmas. It's just pure Christmas music beginning to end.
Uh-huh.
So I jumped at it. So yeah, I'll get lots more of this.
Goodness.
There we go. Good stuff.
Okay. Okay, that works.
Yeah. No, it does work.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyways. Hey, no Brian this week. Huh.
He was on right before you, so
No,
maybe he won't call.
Brian Blues.
Maybe he was scared.
Hey, Brian
Oh,
Blues.
Blues. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, I don't know where he is either.
I haven't seen an emergency kitten in a while either.
But we do have exciting news, actually.
What? What do we have? What do we have?
Well,
I'm excited. What?
this Saturday is going to be
What?
this Saturday is going to be a first.
Is Brian Blues doing his own show?
No.
All excited.
No. This Saturday
What?
will be the first
Uh-huh.
episode of Emily's show on Wild Bunch Radio.
What?
Yes. Emily's
Boy.
going to be doing a show, and we worked real hard last night on coming up with a show logo and a little description
Uh-huh.
so that when Zoe updates the Wild Bunch site,
Well, Venison used to be the only one that was on time.
I'm sorry, I tried to keep a straight face. No.
I know.
Actually, in all seriousness, though, I spoke to Zoe yesterday.
You actually got a hold of her.
I actually got a hold of her, and
Wow.
she's still having medical
Issues,
and
but,
we
yeah.
all wish her very well and are very understanding.
Definitely.
I mean, Zoe's health comes way before
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
the Wild Bunch website, so I'm not gonna give too much crap over that. But my show name is now correct once again because I changed it back. The time's still wrong, but I did talk to Zoe, and Zoe said, "Okay, give me the information. Sounds good to me," and basically gave me the go-ahead to set Emily up with password information and such. So yes, it's
This is exciting.
yes, this is exciting. Dune's apologizing for the Neo thing.
Oh, don't worry about it, dude.
Dune writes in, "Hey, what about Dune? I didn't want to overwhelm Zoe with I've got two people at the same time. But next time I see Zoe online, I'm gonna have that topic. The other thing is that I realized I know what Dune wants the show name to be, but I didn't I forgot. Is this gonna be a one-time thing or a monthly thing or a regular thing, and what time you want to go on? So I figured I had details about Emily's show, so I could come to Zoe with details. I realized I didn't actually write down the details for Dune's show. Yeah, that works. That works.
What?
So let me get the details
Why
from
did
you.
you write down details for Dude
Let
Show?
me-
You do a show with them like
I'm gonna
on freaking Thursday.
The point is that I've
The point is-
realized that I could get a hold of Zoe on Skype. Zoe shows up on Skype.
You didn't know this?
I've been on Skype more frequent lately. And,
Yes, I noticed.
So
I'm always hiding, but yes,
well,
I
you know,
noticed.
MSN killed everything. I can't even get to MSN with Pigeon, so I had no choice
Nope,
but to
it's gone.
log into
It's
Skype
gone,
all the time
Gators. It's gone.
now. Fuck you, Microsoft. Fuck you and your fucking.
Dude, don't say fuck you to Microsoft. They own Skype.
That's why I'm saying fuck you to Microsoft.
But if they didn't own Skype, you wouldn't be able to get a hold of Zoe or anybody.
Well, okay, but Skype still sucks, and I want to.
I use AOL Instant Messenger still.
I do too, but I have them both.
See?
Anyways,
Yeah, see?
anyways, so I'll get the details down. Next time I see Zoe online, I'll be like, oh, hey,
Okay.
by the way, Dune, gonna, got some 5-hit material to
What?
bring to your station, and it's gonna be a hell of a night, and we will get Dune set up. It'll happen, but
Does this show need to be in quad or 5.1 or what are we doing this?
Emily's doing a
Does he have
show.
special audio codec he needs?
No. But Emily,
What? Do we
Emily's
need it in
doing.
Dolby Pro Logic.
But basically, Saturdays are now going to alternate between Emily and me. Emily and me are going to take turns doing shows on Saturday night on Wild Bunch, midnight Eastern Standard Time, Saturday night. And this Saturday will be Emily's first show. Got her set up with some equipment. I'm going to be along to, co-host, which is going to be a new experience for me, co-hosting.
What?
Emily's going to have to tell me to shut up every 2 minutes.
Emily, tell me to shut up every 2 minutes. You have the power to mute now. Ha 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 ha.
And Mars has also been invited to be along there. So if he's not hanging out with anyone, I got to stop that joke. Yeah, so if Mars is around, he'll be there too.
I did warn you on Sunday, didn't I, Gators? I did warn you.
You made it sound like it was going to be funny.
Well, it was hilarious to me.
Okay, then it worked.
I was laughing my ass off.
Then it worked.
So I don't know.
Then it worked. Success.
It worked perfectly.
So did Neo not take the meds to be extra angry at me?
No, she took her meds.
Wait, that was normal angry?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. We love you, Neo. We love you. Emily writes in, you need to listen to the show backwards because it's coming from Australia. Also, Mars is welcome to join in too.
Ooh. Do I need to stand on my head for that? Because I can't.
I don't
know if I can.
Mars and I may have to do this show on our heads. We might actually have to do that. I don't know. We have to figure that out. I guess that means I'm going to have to set the microphone up on the floor. It's going to be hard to control the mixing board.
Why would you be controlling mixing boards?
Emily going, are we stopping the Neo joke? I missed the beginning of the show. Oh my God, what did I miss? Neo got mad. I got quiet. It got awkward.
Gators now bleeds from his ass. Emily, you're going to have to catch the podcast at podcast2.com.
No.
Podcast TWO.
No.
What?
No,
what?
no. She doesn't.
No?
She doesn't need to catch a podcast.
Yes,
Woodshop writes in, you need to steal Dune's Post-it note bit. There we go. That would help.
Oh.
Dune's Post-it notes will help.
Oh. Well, Gators has the Fortran card.
I do have the Fortran.
Notes.
Oh my God. You know, here we go. We're grabbing a Fortran card right now. All right.
See?
All right, here we go.
See?
All right, let me find my, here we go. Here's my bank from the First National Bank in Amarascata.
Emily has children. She can just write on their foreheads. There you go.
Just tell the children to remind you. All right, here we go. All right, so
that'll go off well.
Dune.
Put it on their refrigerator.
The 5-hit. All right.
Hit.
All right. So now when Dune gives you more details, I will put them on this Fortran card, which is right here.
See?
There we go. So is this one off or once a month? Maybe Dune wants to get it on the Saturday rotation. Yeah, I don't know.
By the way, Gators,
yes.
I don't know if Windows 7 has this, but Windows 8 has something called sticky notes. I can add Post-it notes virtually to my desktop.
Yes, I'm familiar with the sticky notes. That's the thing that 1 out of every 100 people uses. And the reason I know this is because when you go from site to site to site to give everyone new computers and convert everyone onto the domain of the company that acquired the other company, you have the procedure down, you have a checklist, you're prepared for everything, and you know everything. You copy their desktop over, no problem. The emails are getting migrated over, that's great. New username and password set up just fine. And then you get to that person's computer that has the sticky notes all over their wallpaper. And you stare at that and you go, holy fuck, how do I copy that over to the new computer? And then you have to figure out where sticky notes are kept so you can export the sticky notes and import them onto the new computer.
Sorry.
I fucking hate sticky notes. Don't tell people about that. We gotta stop telling people about the sticky notes. Just use the Post-its. The biggest problem with Post-it notes is physically moving them over to the new monitor when the old monitor dies. And that's not that big a deal. What is wrong with paper and pen? Hey, the paper industry needs you to be buying Post-its.
But that's ruining our environment.
Your sticky notes is bad for the economy.
What's wrong with that? It's not my fault.
Everyone listening to this show right now, all 18 of you now knows about sticky notes. That's 18 people.
Oh, you can change the color of your sticky notes and your fonts.
If each of those people tells 5 other people about sticky notes, that's 18 times 5 people that are no longer buying Post-its now.
Yeah.
We can't have that.
Why not?
Bad for the economy.
No, it's better for the environment.
Fuck the environment.
I see.
You Post-it notes never hurt anyone.
Oh my god.
They just get stuck on something and stay there. That's all.
I mean, it's okay for Dune to have sticky notes, Post-it notes.
Yes. Be like
Those
Dune.
get used well.
Be more like Dune. Use the Post-it notes.
Yes, but Dune writes meaningful things on his Post-it notes. The people that copy stuff on the desktop do not have meaningful stuff.
No, they don't.
Actually, I think Macs do have the sticky. I think they got sticky notes before Windows did.
I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah.
so where was I? Anyway, so the point is that Seaberg. There's a Seaberg Christmas CD that's probably sourced from vinyl. And the thing is it's kind of lame. It's $10 and it only has 12 songs on it, which is no. I don't think that's anywhere near a full CD. I'm not sure how long each track is, but I think they could have put more on that CD, and I'm sure there's a lot more than 12 Christmas tunes on Seaberg Records. So I feel like, it's not that much bang for the buck. So I didn't even, $10 was pushing it, but I wasn't going to pay $10 plus $5 shipping. Oh, you can also buy them through eBay. The Seaberg site sells them through Amazon, sells them through eBay. Amazon sells them directly, that they get them from. But the only way you get it with free shipping is from Amazon. And for some reason, they just not getting them in stock. And I refuse. I refuse to buy MP3s.
I buy MP3s. No, wait, no, I don't. I download them. Never mind.
I download them. I do not buy MP3s. I will pay money for FLAC, but I will not pay money for MP3. Oh, by the way, I had a nice. I told HD Tracks today. I told them because HD.
Was it on caps?
Well, HD Tracks announced on their Facebook page that they now have available in high resolution FLAC the Tears for Fears album. Their second album, the one with all their hits on it. What's that one? Something about a big chair. The Tears for Fears Big Chair album. HD Tracks has got it in high resolution stereo FLAC files that you can download through their site if you buy it from them. Now the thing is the reason HD Tracks has that album in high resolution sound is because it's been released on physical media in high resolution sound. They put out a super ultra deluxe edition of it, which includes a 5.1 surround mix on it if you buy that ultra deluxe box. But they also put out just a single disc Blu-ray edition of the album that has high resolution stereo, high resolution 5.1 surround sound. And HD Tracks is about the same price as buying the Blu-ray disc. So you could, for the same amount of money, you could get an actual physical disc with the high resolution album on there plus 5.1 surround. Or you could buy it from HD Tracks. You don't have a package. You don't have a physical disc. Just files that, if you don't back them up properly, could get lost. No artwork and no 5.1 surround sound. So I posted a comment to their announcement. I've said it before. I'll say it again. No 5.1, no sale. I don't understand why you expect anyone would buy this from you, and for the same amount of money, I could buy a Blu-ray disc that has this plus the 5.1 mix. And they came back and they're like, most people aren't capable of playing back 5.1 FLAC files. I don't think anyone else is selling 5.1 FLAC files. Can you name me one other site that sells 5.1 FLAC files? And I came back and I said, how is the fact that no one else is selling 5.1 FLAC files a good reason not to? You could be a pioneer. You could be the first. Says to me it's an untapped market. And they came back with kind of a, no one else is doing it. No one can play them. And you know what? Mike Oldfield. Mike Oldfield is selling 5.1 downloadable FLAC of the recent 5.1
What is
surround
that
mix
site name?
of Tubular Bells.
What was that? Bandcamp. That happened. Bandcamp. What's that one? It sells FLAC files.
Well, there's a lot of places that sell FLAC files, but not 5.1 FLAC files. There is a site that sells DSD downloads, which is the type of digital stream that SACD uses. And I believe that site offers some 5.1 DSD downloads, which FooBar can play back DSD. Although, yes?
I recommend green as a good sticky notes color.
Oh.
It looks good.
No. No sticky notes.
Okay. Never mind then.
But anyways,
okay.
So the point is that I found out that Mike Oldfield did a deluxe edition of Tubular Bells, and he did a new 5.1 surround mix of Tubular Bells.
Who is he?
Mike Oldfield.
Who is he? Yeah, who's that?
The guy that did Tubular Bells.
Okay.
You know, the I can't say. That movie about the thing with the the da-da-da-da-da-da-dum, that.
Oh. That thing.
That thing.
Okay.
Are you just mocking my singing, or do you actually get it from those notes I hum?
Well, I know the dun 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 dun.
No. That's Tubular Bells.
Oh, that!
Yes.
Is that Tubular Bells?
That's Tubular Bells.
Oh. Okay.
And,
I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah, it's Tubular Bells. It's a full album, actually. The whole song stretches over the full album. And
really?
Yeah. It's actually pretty cool.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. It's I mean it's got some cool here. I mean yeah, it starts out
I could see that in 5.1 though. They could do that in 5.1 easy. Well, 5.0, but 5.1.
Heck,
I could see that.
Not only that, this album has had more surround mixes than any other album, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I could so see that though.
Because it was released in quad on Quadradisc and 8-track originally, and I do own a Quadradisc copy of it. And then there was a second quad mix made for the box set that was released in SQ. And there was an SACD that was put out that contains that second quad mix. So I have that SACD. There's a DVD audio called Tubular Bells 2003, but it's a complete re-recording digitally of the whole album. So it's a different recording, all the same music, and that's a 5.1 mix. And then he did a deluxe edition of Tubular Bells, which included a new 5.1 surround mix on a DVD, but only in Dolby Digital, which sucked. But now he's offered that 5.1 mix as downloadable FLAC that you can buy through his site. And so that right there, someone is selling 5.1 FLAC download. And so I made a point to post onto HD Track's Facebook page. Hey, you want to know who's selling 5.1 FLAC? How about Mike Oldfield, huh?
See, I asked the question so you don't have to, guys.
Emily writes in, these days it's hard to remember whether it's you or Andrew who say certain things when it comes to music. You just blend into one voice of random obscure crap. He does love Tubular Bells, I think.
Oh, poor Emily. It's a good thing you have your children to make more sense.
It is a pretty cool album. I mean, this is the part everyone knows. But, if we fast forward a little bit, you got some...
And this is why Gators likes this, is this part. I can tell.
Well, no, I'm just jumping around to different parts. I mean, it's a pretty cool album. It's,
I don't think I myself would ever buy it, but,
although, actually, to be honest, it's not my favorite Mike Oldfield album. I much prefer his second album, Hergest Ridge. but it is it's still, Tubular Bells is a pretty cool album, too. Anyways, we're going to get busted for copyright
Busted?
infringement.
You own it. You shouldn't get busted.
But no, I think
But no, I understand.
But I do like Hergest Ridge. Let's see if I could. Oh, here we go. Here's a little part. Here's a little bit of Hergest Ridge, the second album. So it's a nice album. It's nice background music. It's kind of new agey without sucking. Which is hard to do. Because generally new age kind of shitty.
They play this in chiropractors' offices, don't they?
Oh, this is good stuff.
Play this in dental office, I'd probably shoot someone, but...
Well, you want to shoot someone. It's nice, soothing, relaxing music. It's got jingle bells in it, for crying out loud. Why would you shoot someone while listening to music with jingle bells in it?
This is masked by the other music.
Anyways, so yeah, that's.
I go to the counter and go, God damn it, add cowbell! Damn! There.
I don't know if that would work with the cowbell. We could try. All right, let's see. Cowbell. Mike Oldfield with cowbell. Let me bring up my cowbell.
It worked perfectly. I see nothing wrong with cowbell.
I'm not digging this. It's.
See, doesn't the cowbell make it better? It
no,
really does.
It sounds like a click track was left on by accident.
Nothing wrong with that. You two should write in and say your theory.
Whoops, wrong button.
Apparently.
All right. Anyways. So there you go.
There. Okay. Feel better now. My upstairs neighbors probably wonder what the hell I do on Wednesdays, but
Yeah, you got pretty loud there, and you don't normally do that.
Well, I know how to project.
I take it you don't care for Mike Oldfield.
No, it's not bad. I wouldn't listen to it as a religion, but I could probably listen to it off if it's in the background, maybe in an elevator or something. Maybe on hold. That's good hold music.
Let's see. Emily writes in, we are doing a cowbell countdown at some point. It is happening. Oh, I didn't even really get into what Emily's show is and what it's going to be. We actually came up with a name and theme, theme music for Emily's show, and we'd like to thank Vamp for his contribution to Emily's show. Which we actually should call Vamp and thank him for this is what we should do. But it's a 20 countdown thing. She's going to pick 20 songs for whatever theme or is on her mind and kind of do a countdown of the 20 songs. So it's kind of a 20 countdown themed show. Now let's see if we can find Video Vamp and see if we could give him a call.
You just see Emily with like 50 to 100 folders with 20 songs in each one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. You broke it.
Oh, you know what? I completely forgot to log into the NHB Skype.
Oh, yeah, because he is only
That's right.
answering NHB.
I was like, oh my God, my Skype is already up. I don't have to sign in the Skype. It's like, no, it's up under my name. Yes. I apologize if anyone was trying to call in.
Aww. Sorry, Brian. Gator's mean.
No, Emily's saying wait till I call in, then we'll call Vamp. All right, we'll wait till Emily calls in to tell you more about the show.
Okay.
But mark your calendars. Saturday night, midnights, is we now share that slot, the time slot, and Saturdays at midnight we'll alternate between Emily's show and Dollar Bin Specials, and this weekend is going to be Emily's first show. On Wild Bunch only because it's a music show. So
that's exciting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I don't think anyone's ever had their first show go smoothly. So, yeah, if
Yeah, wasn't yours kind of chunky? Oh wait, no, that was a call.
no,
Never mind.
no, we'll be fine. We're prepped. We've done testing. We're ready to go. It could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all I'm saying is it could be interesting. You know, if I'm talking to Emily, I'll be like, "Don't worry, it'll be fine. It'll be fine." But I'm telling you,
Hopefully you'll be
hey,
fine.
it could be a train wreck. Check this out. You know, but it'll probably be fine. I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth right now is what I'm doing. Anyway, so yeah, we got that to look forward to.
Yes. Yes, we do. So there you go.
All right, there we go. Well, anyways, also we still have not gotten an update about venison.
Nope.
No. And Big Mikey is not responding to my messages now.
You know there was like 6 feet of snow in Buffalo today?
I thought he told me on Saturday that he was getting back into town on Sunday. And was going to check on him.
Well, I don't know where he's at. I'm just saying there's 6 feet of snow in Buffalo.
Oh. Well, what does that have to do with this? Is he in Buffalo? Because apparently, from what I'm finding out, because I never knew Big Mike or anything about him, but apparently he drives trucks.
Yes.
So
you didn't know that?
I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know anything about the guy.
Okay.
I just knew that venison sometimes.
And him used to do a show on another network and play porn in the background.
Two guys hanging out watching porn.
Yeah. That was the Big Mikey show.
That sounds pretty gay.
Well, that was the Big Mikey show. Oh, and very political, I think. I never listened to it, but I think it was very political too.
I see. Well, anyways, we're still waiting. We've given Big Mikey his task to check on venison, make sure he's alive, and we are awaiting feedback.
Maybe venison, like hijack.
Hello there, caller.
Hello.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, what's up?
It's Forge.
What's happening?
Hey.
Hey, where are you calling from?
I'm in the hospital.
Oh.
Oh.
You going home soon?
I'm probably going to go home tomorrow, but I'm about to get my morphine now, so let me call you back in a few minutes, okay?
Okay, we'll look forward to that.
Yeah, I want to get some snow totals from y'all.
Okay. Sounds
All right,
good.
buddy.
All right. In a little bit.
Peace.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
Dune writes in, ew. I think that's about two guys watching porn together. You know, that reminds me of something. Damn it, I have a story that goes with that, and I swear it's it's not gay. Everyone's clothes stayed on. All right. And I've told this story before on this show, but many of my stories are you know, entertaining enough that it's worthwhile to Oh, Emily writes in, "Hi Forge, we love you." We'll have to pass that along when Forge calls back.
Yes.
All right. So when I was in college, I used to frequent porn sites.
What?
Well, it's what they invented the internet for, you know, and I had internet on my computer in my room there, so, you know, I
See, that'll teach them. You could have gotten straight A's in classes if you didn't have internet.
Possibly. But I often frequented a site called cybererotica.com, and, well, there was a reason I frequented that site.
Did you have to have a gold membership to go
I
to
had
that site?
free membership to that site by accident.
Oh,
you see, what I used to do was sign up for the free trial, because a lot of sites would give you a free week, and it would automatically renew to the monthly rate that would auto-renew every month if you didn't cancel before the week was up. And I had this routine. I had a marker board that my parents had bought me for college to write down when assignments were due to keep track of my assignments and my work. And what I would do is I would write down the URL of the website on the date that it was going to the free trial was going to expire. So at any
Did
point,
your dad know what that board was actually used for?
no, I tell him this. But so that way it's like, okay, next Thursday, this site expires. I'd write down bigums.com and for that date. So that way I knew, that Wednesday before that, okay, that one's expiring tomorrow. I'd better cancel that one tonight. And hey, let's see what trials we got this week. And I'd always have a few free trials to different sites, and I was never paying for it. Hello there.
Apparently he worked for his porn.
6 feet of snow in Buffalo? That is crazy.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is crazy. Well, I can say out here in the Bay Area we got 0 feet, 0 inches of snow. We did get rain.
That's what I was telling the nurse. I was saying, the guy that I was talking to while you were waiting for me, I said, he probably didn't see too much snow. She was like, where's he from? Oakland, California. And she says,
yep.
Yeah, probably not.
No snow here. But I don't know. Does Neil get any snow up? She's further north of us.
I think she does once in a while.
But probably not today.
No, she got rain today.
And Emily says hi. Emily's been writing in, and she says, hi, Forge, we love you. And I don't think Emily's seeing any snow either, like ever in her lifetime.
Love you back, kid, and tell her no. But we hit 27 degrees yesterday.
Ooh.
As an overnight low.
27 in Florida.
Yeah, and we're going to be down to 28 tonight.
Wow, it's getting
California
cold.
is the warmest state in the country right now.
Yeah, I had to actually put on a light jacket this morning. It was a little.
Yeah, that is about the warmest. We are about the warmest in the country right now, aren't we?
Yeah, California. I tell you, I never wear a coat anymore, and yet I'm trying to move back east. What is wrong with me?
Yeah, it says our high temperature tomorrow. Our high temperature tomorrow is going to be 65.
Well, that's not too bad. That'll be
nice. I think that's ours too.
Yeah, we've been staying in the 60s.
Buffalo had the answer for clearing out a football stadium. They put out an ad on the radio. They told anybody that with a snow shovel that wanted to come down to the stadium. We'll pay you $10 an hour, and we'll give you tickets for Sunday's game. Good tickets for Sunday's game. You all come down, $10 an hour, shovel snow. That's how you get a football stadium cleared.
Yeah, I that probably worked. I'm guessing there was quite a lot of people out there with snow shovels. Well, that's cool.
I think they could have gone cheaper. They could have given everybody some beer or something instead.
Well, the legal liabilities of bringing alcohol, as it is, I'm wondering what the legal issues are.
The legal liabilities of drinking alcohol at a football stadium, really, Gators? Really?
Well, but you've turned this into a work environment. You're paying the people. I don't know. Handing beer out as opposed to selling it, but then you'd have to card everyone. And so then you have to have people that are working to card everyone.
And this is different than a regular football game out.
Good point. Okay. All right. Beer and snow shovels. That could be. Let me tell you something. I know from experience. Them snow shovels hurt. Actually, no. To be honest, the snow shovel didn't hurt. Didn't feel a thing. The 20 stitches, however, that fucking hurt.
Yeah. However, you get morphine for that too.
Yeah. I don't know. I blocked that part out. I remember getting hit with the shovel. I don't remember the stitches. And I'm told, yeah, you're better off not remembering that part. Big Mikey writes in, hey, he is okay. He is here at my house right now. He lost his internet. Wait, Big Mikey listens to my show?
Well, I'm glad he's okay.
Big Mikey listens to my show. Wow.
Thank you, Big Mikey.
Thank you, Big Mikey. Thank you.
Was he talking about venison?
Yeah, Venison's been missing in action for over a week now, but it turns out he just lost his internet.
Okay. Well, Mikey, tell him we all said hey, man.
Yeah.
All right. Writing back to him. Cool, thanks. Tell him we all say hey. Well, that's good to hear. Hey, well, heck, if he's listening, maybe he'll call in at some point.
Uh-oh.
Dune writes in there, I sent it out. Okay. He must have sent. I'll have to keep an eye out for something. All right, so...
Did you get something?
I don't know.
Yeah, how much snow did Dune get?
That's a good question.
Kansas?
You know,
I don't know.
Hey, Dune, if you're listening, write in. How much snow did you get?
I know Kansas City got gigabit fiber.
Oh, gigabit fiber. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
know,
I want some of that.
They say that, you know, it's good to have your daily intake of fiber. So, you know, if you need to increase your fiber...
Yes, that's a lot of
fiber.
upload and download.
That's
It's a big fat honking pipe.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Good stuff. I just remember I haven't posted the YouTube link to the Facebook page yet. But if you want to check out the YouTube stream, if you follow me on Twitter, you would have gotten the link already. And why the hell would you not be? Dune already posted it. All right. If you go to facebook.com/NHB Radio, you'll see that there is a post of the YouTube link to the YouTube stream. Dune writes in 2 inches.
That's no kind of snow for Kansas.
That's nice, Dune. But how much snow did you get?
Oh.
Sorry.
That's wussy.
Sorry.
That's wussy snow for Kansas.
That is pretty wussy. Oh, 2 inches. Wow. Ooh.
It's early yet.
Yeah.
Give him time.
Just get warmed up, I guess.
Laura Ingalls could shovel that kind of snow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right, Little House on the Prairie references, I guess, way too old.
Yeah, I remember my mom used to watch that show, but I never. I just remember there was one episode where someone was dressed up in a nice dress and ended up in a dunk tank, and everyone had fun.
Gators, you too can buy the box set of Little House on the Prairie right now with every episode on it.
Yeah, I would, but I just bought a bunch of Christmas music off of eBay, so I'm all tapped out.
Now, I'll tell you, 65 degrees sounds warm to a lot of people in the wintertime, but in November. But I'll tell you what, when you've been living in Florida for 25 plus years, you'd be surprised how cold that 65 degrees can get.
I bet you're.
I have my heater on, so.
Here's the thing. You know, I still don't think it gets cold here. I mean, like I said, sometimes I have to pull out the light jacket in the morning. I'm still wearing short sleeves, and you know, I don't think I never went to long sleeves last winter. I stayed short sleeves all year round.
Are you kidding? I froze like all last winter.
No, I never got to wear the Kristen.
Gators, do you ever see me without a jacket on?
My long sleeve shirts are starting to get old. And so Kristen bought me a bunch of new clothes for Christmas last year. I still have not worn them. Although she bought me,
wear them.
She bought me double extra large, and then I lost a bunch of weight, so I'll probably never get to wear them. But they're beautiful.
Oh, you just
clothes.
have to grow into them.
Yeah, I just have to gain weight.
Now, last year we hit some low 20s and high teens, so it got chilly here.
Yeah. No, but I tell you, you know, moving here from Maine. I laugh. I laugh when people start talking about, oh, it's going to be a cold one today. I'm like, oh yeah, wow, it's.
Yeah, we reached a low of like 50 degrees last year.
Yeah,
freezing.
It was awful. I had to pull out my light jacket and everything. It was.
Well, now somebody verify me on this, but I heard, I don't know if it was when I was drifting in and out of one of my morphine dilated buzzes, but that yesterday was supposed to be the first time, and I don't remember how long they said that all 50 states will freeze.
I don't know if California was.
Well, parts of California, though. I mean, that's the thing. California's got, you know, like the ski areas, the mountains, that type of stuff. There are areas of California that get colder, so that they may have. I don't know. I wasn't really tracking the weather across the country, so I don't know. But that's very possible.
You got the Mount Shasta area and everything like that.
Right.
We have Tahoe area. We have the, you know, the Sierras. back over that way.
Because I know every now and then you get the whole, like, it snowed in, like, 49 of 50 states because,
Yeah.
Hawaii.
California.
Well, Hawaii never gets any.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hawaii kind of puts a whole damper on things by
Now in
not getting snow.
'89, when we got our half-inch of snow that crippled the state down here, which was hysterical, I thought.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Like the South was, like, oh my God, snow, and everyone in the North was just laughing, like, that's a dusting. Oh.
Yeah, being from Jersey and seeing some guy come into a Little Caesars stomping his feet, going, "Hoo-wee, this is the most snow I ever saw in my life." Me and my ex-father-in-law, we about fell out of our chairs laughing our asses off, dude.
Oh, I bet. That's funny. I mean, heck, I lived in Maine for 5 years. I know snow, Although there are people that would laugh at me.
If it ever snows here, I'm not leaving my condo. People scare me.
Heck,
You
people
see how they drive when there's a light rain.
Oh, people out here could barely drive in the rain. I was,
Yeah, could you imagine? Seriously, I would say stop life in California if it snowed in the Bay Area.
That would freak people I mean, it rains. People will be like, "Careful out there, it's raining." And I'm like, wait, I'm not used to people saying, "Be careful driving in the rain," unless like you're a new driver and it's the first time you're driving in the rain, because driving in the rain is just driving in the rain. But
well, Florida has a unique anomaly down here. It seems that every time it rains, the state's surrounded on 3 sides by water, and every time it rains, everybody forgets how to drive.
Right. Same here.
And for some reason, everybody wants to cut off ambulances down here.
Damn ambulances being greedy. Why should they get to go first?
My favorite thing is when a fire truck is stopped at a place, like if it's over on the side of the road, people will sit there and drive up behind it and start honking at them. Because it's like, oh, look at the fire truck. Move, I'm behind you, move. And they honk. And it's like, you're an idiot, go around.
It's a fire truck. The fire truck's
There's a reason it's there with its lights flashing.
No, but I have seen cars. I have seen cars use ambulances and fire trucks as traffic plows.
Yes,
well,
I've seen that too.
Well, that works.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're behind one, may as well keep pace. Just to make sure.
Someone's calling.
Oh, hey, we got a call coming in here. Hello there.
Hello.
Hey.
It's Emily.
All the way from tomorrow. It's Emily.
Oh, I was thinking that you're talking about how it's weird people saying be careful when it rains. I grew up in a 10-year drought. When it rains, people die on the roads here. It's ridiculous.
Slipping and slide all over the place.
When it rains there, Emily's people are like, "Oh my God, the sky's falling."
Yes.
Yes.
That's
How are you, sweetie? I love you.
I'm good. Glad to hear you. You're talking and I'm calling in. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Every time I get laid up, and I'm wired out on some sort of opiate, I share it with the others. I share the buzz with the others.
That's the only time to listen to our show is when you're buzzed on the opiates.
Yes. And speaking of, you know what? This might be a good story for Buzz, because I do have some weird news.
What?
Seals discovered having sex with penguins.
Oh, no.
Interspecies errata, I guess is what we've got here. Warning, you may find the videos in this story disturbing. Oh, I haven't watched the videos yet.
Did the penguin give it a seal of approval?
I knew this was the right story for Forge to call it for. Things are heating up.
Forge's puns.
Things are heating up in the cold climes of the sub-Antarctic. On a remote and mostly desolate island, seals have been caught engaging in an extreme form of sexual behavior. Specifically, they have been trying to have sex with penguins. More than one fur seal has been caught in the act on more than one occasion, and it's all been captured on film, with details being published in the journal Polar Biology. The sexual behavior of the fur seal hasn't come as a complete shock to the scientists that recorded it. In 2006, they saw for the first time a fur seal attempting to copulate with a king penguin on Marion Island, a subantarctic island that is home to both species. They published details of that incident and speculated that the sex act at the time may have been the behavior of a frustrated, sexually inexperienced seal, or an aggressive predatory act, or a playful one that turned sexual. But the new incidents, published in the study Multiple Occurrences of King Penguin Sexual Harassment by Antarctic Fur Seals, still surprised the researchers. Honestly, I did not expect that follow-up sightings of a similar nature to that 2006 one would ever be made again, and certainly not on multiple occasions, says Nico de Bruin of the Mammal Research Institute at the University of Pretoria, South Africa. Scientists routinely monitor wildlife on the island and look out for rare and unusual behavior. On 3 separate occasions, a research team led by William A. Haddad and de Bruin spotted young male seals sexually coercing what appeared to be healthy penguins of unknown gender. Oh, so they're not picky, is what we're saying here.
No.
The seal likes to take the penguin from behind, from what I'm seeing in this picture. Ooh, there's video. There's video to go. Let's see what we got here. I'll give the play-by-play. All right. We got a seal crawling around. Oh, no, the seal's on top of the penguin. Okay, the seal kind of lied down. What are you just lying still for? Move it. Man, this is the most boring porn I've ever watched. There's barely any... Okay, now we get some action going. Okay, seal's getting freaky now. There you go. There we go. Pumping away. Okay. All the penguins are lining up. I think, they're trying to determine who goes next. Okay. Yeah, that was a seal fucking a penguin. So there we go.
You need to isolate that as your new random line.
Oh, which line?
I'm not repeating it.
Oh, darn.
2 seals, 1 penguin?
2 seals, 1 penguin. There we go.
Oh. I swear he has a button for that.
I do.
Oh,
I have a 2 girls, 1 cup button. No video included.
Oh, it's a good thing.
Yes, it is. Anyways, but there you go. Seals getting themselves...
Great. Now we're going to have a website out there, Tub Seal.
Tub Seal. Oh, man, that's...
Oh, nice.
Tub Seal. That's not what you think. It's orange juice.
That is not orange juice.
So look at Tub Girl again. It's orange juice.
Bull.
I read it online, so it must be true.
Yeah. Why don't you look at Tub Girl again and tell me if that's orange juice?
I'm not drunk right now.
All right, listen, guys. I got a pretty little nurse coming in to visit me, so I got to get off the phone.
Ooh.
All right, thank you for calling us.
Okay.
Peace, y'all.
See you,
Talk to y'all
Forge.
later.
Feel better soon.
Yep.
There we go, very own Forge.
Wow, he sounded really coherent today too. That was good.
Yeah, he's pretty coherent.
That's the best he sounded in a while.
Yes, it is. So, Emily, your show starts this Saturday. How you feeling?
What? A show?
Yeah, because he hasn't already mentioned that.
Well, I didn't say the show name yet.
No, I meant Mars's reaction, as if it's a shock.
What? A show?
That's...
Yes, a show.
Oh my goodness!
You gonna tune in?
Of course!
No, he's gonna join in, is what he's gonna do, right? He's been invited to join in.
Yes. Well, it's we're calling it the final countdown, and it's like a countdown theme, as Gators was saying before.
Yes.
And you can guess we're I'm all confused now. Where Vamp comes.
Wait.
Yes. We are actually going to use this.
Is this the opening you're using?
Yes. We are going to use this.
That's great. Go Vamp.
We should give Vamp a call, let him know.
Yeah, we should.
Let's see. Let's find his number here. There we go. Invite to group call. There we go.
No, he won't answer.
Oh, he won't. We'll leave him a message.
Better answer.
Jason with Nerds Limited.
Is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Vamp, it's Gators here. Just wanted to invite you to make sure, mark your calendar. This Saturday, midnight Eastern, is going to be the first episode of Emily's new show. Isn't that right, Emily?
Yep, the final countdown.
Yes, on wildbunchradio.com. And we've already picked the opening theme music for her show. We're absolutely serious. We'd like to thank you, Vamp, for contributing to the theme song for Emily's new show. And, as... So, yeah, check that out. The final countdown, Saturday night, midnight Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to alternate weeks. So every other week you can catch it. And on the other weeks, it'll be Dollar Bin Specials.
You should listen every week.
Well, you should listen every week. But me and Emily and I are going to alternate weeks. So this Saturday, it'll be the final countdown with Emily. And then the next Saturday, it's going to be Dollar Bin Specials.
So you can scare away all the new listeners.
No. So I can... Hey, I offered you the slot, but you said that you wanted me to keep doing it. I offered you this. That sounded wrong.
We are still on voicemail.
We are. Since when does that stop me?
No, it hasn't.
I've always wanted to know how much Vamp's voicemail could hold. This may be, or how far into the message Vamp listens before deleting. Oh,
it's probably already stopped.
Yeah, he got to his voice.
So we could just totally trash talk him right now.
What?
He never picks up his phone.
No, he doesn't.
Aww.
No, exactly. All right. Well, hey, Vamp, if you're still listening to this message, awesome. Thank you. And if you're not listening to this message, fuck you. Fuck you again. And fuck you 3 times. I don't know.
Wow. He goes the extra step.
You know what? If you're not listening, then I'm going to play the isolations you hate.
Let me make something really fucking clear. I suck dick.
But if you were listening, disregard that because I. All right. Call us back. Bye.
Bye.
See, Gators, I thought you were going to say if you're not listening, then you can't hear this.
So did I.
Well, but you'd expect me to say that, so why would I say that?
Oh, I see.
I can't expect you to be logical.
No.
Logic on this show?
It'll be interesting, though, to see how things go, because you have never co-hosted. The best you've done is like a 2-person show where you're bouncing off each other. You've never co-hosted before.
No. I have called into shows and hijacked
Emily,
them.
does this mean you have the mute button this time?
Yes, I have the mute button.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes, but she can only mute all sounds. And
Yeah, we haven't got quite as fancy a setup going over here.
well,
so
actually, within the Windows mixture, you can mute just Skype and keep.
Yeah, I can mute Skype. That's fine.
But you can't mute like.
Are you using a virtual audio cable?
No.
We didn't quite figure that out.
We did mess with that.
Well, we did briefly. Andrew looked at that briefly.
Well, if you need any scripts for that, I can send you some scripts if you need it.
Oh, if you could explain how to use it, then.
Oh no, I can't explain how to use it. I can give her scripts though.
Then we use the scripts if we don't know how to use them.
Whatever.
Anyways, where was I?
You were talking about two seals humping a penguin.
Yeah, no, we already talked about that.
So, are there going to be can they offspring? They can't, can they?
I don't think they could.
But it would be interesting though.
No, that'd probably be one of those combinations that doesn't work.
Probably not, but if you keep trying hard enough,
you could get a sanguine.
A sanguine. There you go.
Would you get a flying seal?
Flying seal. That could be interesting. But penguins don't fly.
Well, I know, but seals might be able to get it to fly, get themselves to fly. They have flippers.
So, anyways,
when they swim, they look like they're flying.
Meanwhile, in Australia, If
What?
you need to get down the pub, just drive
What?
your unwinged plane.
Oh, really? That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, there's an update. He's been fined.
Oh, whatever.
They fined him
What?
for it.
Why? Was he not licensed by the FAA?
Well, I don't think it was roadworthy. Let's see. Anthony Philip Whiteway pleaded guilty in the Newman Magistrates Court to committing an act of likely to endanger the life, health, or safety of a person. The plane had no wings, but its propeller had been running when it was taxied down the street earlier this month. Mr. Whiteway had just bought the aircraft and was taking it home when he stopped at the Newman Hotel. Police said there was an exposed fuel line hanging from the side of the plane that was attached to an insecure jerry can inside the cabin to enable the engine to run.
Why don't you just stick a rag in there? Isn't that what they get? Isn't that what people?
Wow. They said Mr.
Stick a rag in
Whiteway,
there, it'll be fine.
who does not hold a pilot's license, left the engine in a potentially dangerous condition with the ignition on. He was fined $5,000 plus court and towage costs. How do you tow an airplane?
I don't know.
Mr. Whiteway said he was keen to restore the plane once it was returned to him by police, but he said the wingless plane would not be taken to the pub again anytime soon. So this is more of a long-term plan to take it to the pub again.
Drunken plane driving. Nice.
I don't think I'll be taking it to the pub again, no, he told the ABC. He also said, despite rumors, he was not looking to sell his aircraft. Sergeant Mark Garner said police were happy with the outcome. The potential for damage had the propeller struck someone or something else happened was pretty serious, he said. I appreciate there's a lighter side of the story, but the concern is it did present a real danger to other motorists and pedestrians in what is quite a busy town. The obvious message is, don't drive your plane down the street. So if there's anything we should take away from this story, people out there listening right now, I know you may want to, but for the love of God, don't drive your plane down the street. So,
But I wanna.
No, don't do it. Can't do it.
Fine. I'm near Hayward Airport. I mean,
Well, you can drive your airplane around the airport under direction from the air traffic security ground crew.
Do you have to have a pilot's license to drive a plane?
Generally, I think that's how it works. I don't think.
What if it doesn't have wings?
Well,
Well, what is it at that point? I mean, if it doesn't have wings, it can't fly. Is it considered a plane in the case of the law?
Well,
it's
got
a road plane, I guess.
It's not whether even if a plane can't fly. Like if a plane has no engine but it has wings, it can't fly without the engine, but it's still a plane.
Yeah, but if it hasn't got wings, what makes it different from a truck?
Well, it doesn't really operate the same way. It's not.
What do you mean? You got a steering wheel.
It's not been designed for driving on standard roadways, so it's not really roadworthy.
Well, he showed it was roadworthy. He drove it to the pub.
Yeah, but it could have gone very wrong.
Okay.
But anyways, right up there with smart ideas like driving your wingless plane down the road to the pub. What do you do when there's a fire? And you
What
don't
do I do when there's a fire?
Yeah,
I run and scream and run out the building.
Well, let's say you decide to keep your cool. What would you try? What would you do in the event of a fire?
Find water.
Get the marshmallows out.
Get the marshmallows. No, okay, all right. Emily's got the right idea. Okay, so water.
Emily's always showing me off. I see how it is.
Let's say there's no water or no fire extinguisher handy, and let's say you're a guy. What's the next thing to try?
He's tried alcohol.
Yeah, put vodka on it.
No, him being a guy was particularly made this attempt easier.
Oh, you mean peeing on it?
He tried to pee on the fire. Frat bro tries to extinguish raging electrical fire by pissing on it.
Electrical fire?
Yeah, that was real smart.
Oh, someone got a shock to the balls.
I think he missed the electric part. Say what you will about fraternities, but never say they don't teach valuable emergency preparedness skills, like pissing on things. A heater started an electrical fire last night in the Kappa Alpha attic at the University of Houston. And even a trash can full of bathroom water couldn't stop it. Oh yeah, let's pour water on the electrical fire. That's real smart. So one brave brother sprung into action and whipped out his hose. Surprisingly, his urine was unable to quell the flames, which were later extinguished by professional firefighters. We saw like a fire in the attic and stuff, and like smoke was coming out. We were just like, what are we supposed to do with this fire? And we all just took off. First responder, urine division, Dylan Coops told KHOU. I pissed on it, but nothing was working. No one was hurt, but the house ravaged by flames and an unknown amount of human urine is closed for now. You know, you got to give him credit. He tried.
Urine division.
Yeah, he did try. Let's see. Oh, there's video with this.
Some frat brothers and Rachel were forced out of their house when fire broke out in the attic. Larry Seward is there with how these guys tried to put out the flames.
Houston fire inspectors haven't said what sparked fire inside the attic of this home, but the frat brothers who live here think they know what started it. Those students think their heater played a role. It set off smoke detectors a couple of days ago when it was turned on. Investigators, though, still looking into that. Firefighters got here around 10:30 last night. You can see they contained the damage pretty well just to the attic. This two-story house belongs to the Kappa Alpha fraternity of UH students. The 8 people inside all got out safely. They even tried to douse flames in various ways on their way out.
Oh, they
just
did.
Hanging out, playing it cool. And we saw like a fire in the attic and stuff, and like smoke was just coming out, and we were just like, what are we supposed to do with this fire? And we all just took off.
I freaked out, emptied out my trash can, filled it up with bathroom water, tried to go up the attic and pour it on it. It was hopeless.
We started on it, just nothing was working. Fire is just everywhere.
Again, the victims here believe this was an electrical fire. They're staying with friends or family, all of them able to get out safely. They will be back here sorting through their belongings, trying to see what they can or cannot salvage. In Third Ward, Larry Seward, KHOU.
Yep, tried pissing on it.
Is that when they all move into a gym and push the nerds out?
Yeah, something like that.
Intelligent people you got over there.
It's not that dumb of an idea.
There you go.
I don't know. I think if a fire was small enough, you could piss it out.
No, not if it's an electrical fire. You get your balls
well,
shocked.
that's the problem. Is that it was an electrical fire, and you don't want to piss on electricity. But other than that, if it were just a standard fire, not a bad idea to try pissing it out.
Well, unless you've been drinking vodka.
Well, yeah, there is that.
Or 20 proof beer.
Hey, let's see if we got any voicemail.
What?
Let's see. Well, that message is 9 minutes of silence.
Oh.
Yeah, it's lighting up with all the messages, so let's see what we got here. Missed call, no voicemail. Missed call, no voicemail. Hate Red wrote in. Hi there. My answer might have some delay, but definitely B Cup. Oh, these must be old messages. Oh, these are from Saturday.
Oh.
And but he's got the best banjo song ever.
Oh.
Banjos.
Wait, what did I miss?
I don't know. Apparently on Saturday someone was talking about banjos.
On NHB or Wild Bunch?
This is the NHB Skype account.
What's on Saturdays?
Nothing. I don't know why. Automation is on.
I've heard this one.
Of course, it's Dueling Banjos. Who hasn't heard this?
Yeah.
Not pitiful. Who's picking the banjo here?
Banjo.
Now, they say it's Dueling Banjos, but only one of them's a banjo. The other one's playing guitar.
Maybe the guy didn't have a banjo. Or his banjo's in the shop.
That could be.
That's it. The top 20. Nothing but banjos.
There we go. The
Nothing
top
but
20 banjo tunes. There we go.
See, I got a theme for you already. See.
I don't know if I can find enough banjo songs.
Oh, we just dip into the southern stuff. We'll get you some banjos.
Oh, we can find you some banjo tunes. I don't know. Let's see. Do I have a record of banjo music? No, I
I'm
don't.
sure you do.
I don't think I do, actually.
That's pretty good, actually. I have to tell you, they're not bad. The clapping's even better.
There we go.
I think there's some stomping too. We're having a hootenanny over there.
Oh yeah, it's a hootenanny.
Not doing very good for this whole copyright thing today, are we?
I'm sorry. What's that?
Yeah.
Not doing so good for this whole copyright thing today, are we?
Yeah. Well, I guess we should close.
I don't know. Is dueling banjos really copyrighted?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Really?
Let's see. Venison actually posted to the Amateur Hour page. Unfortunately, I won't be on the show as much as I lost my last remaining Wi-Fi host of 3 years. Gee, thanks, Johnny Morris, for asking, what would you do if it suddenly stopped working? It died the next day. Nice going for tempting fate.
Great, guys. It's all your fault.
Well, my question, Venison, is why did it take you so long to find a way to get a message to us? We've been worried sick about you.
Why couldn't you just jump on someone's Facebook? Surely you had access to a computer somewhere.
Yeah.
No, Big Mikey had been home. That's
You
the
have a
problem.
laptop with a battery. You could have. It's been over a week. You could have walked
McDonald's
around
has
the neighborhood.
Wi-Fi.
You could have found Wi-Fi somewhere with that laptop to send an email out going, "Hey, dude, I'm alive."
Actually, hasn't it been 2 weeks?
It's been. I think it's been 2 weeks now.
I think it's been 2 weeks.
We had to send a rescue mission after you.
We were talking about getting David out there and everything.
I was talking to people were asking me to send my family members after you.
No,
You know people care. Not anymore, but they did.
Yeah.
No, it's good to hear. Good to hear from you, Venison.
Yeah, we're glad you're still alive, Venison.
We are glad you're alive.
glad.
And
Now we're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Man, what a bummer. Now, what happened? Did it disappear or did it get locked?
I think it got password protected.
It took him long enough.
Only 3 years.
You know, you know,
sounds like it's time for him to get a higher powered antenna.
Here's the thing, though. For every time Venison has been bitching about they're really using their bandwidth, someone else was bitching, what the hell's happening to my bandwidth?
No, really.
And unfortunately, one of those two complainers had the ability to do something about that. And,
yeah.
Oh, jeez. Well,
we're glad you're okay, Venison.
We
Stay
are
warm.
Yeah, we stay warm and keep looking for Wi-Fi. All right, let's see. We got any other voicemail messages here? Let's see. Well, here's one.
And Big Mikey, throw a crouton in his head once in a while.
Yeah.
Sua participação na competição.
Who keeps calling, leaving
it's a lady
messages
again.
like that? Yeah, it's her again.
Fixa também.
Oh, 2 messages from her.
Steve King said that the House may have no choice but to deny the government funding for 2015 if President Barack Obama does go ahead with plans to legalize millions of illegal immigrants. According to King, all bets are off on a continuing spending bill for the government. If Obama
you don't hear what comes out of Skype.
This is an important nonprofit political.
He's talking about stuff. I don't know.
Basically, it's an automated call with political messages.
Gators. I got the best one. I got the best one yesterday. I got one about what was it? E-cigarettes.
E-cigarettes.
Yes, I got an automation about e-cigarettes trying to sell me e-cigarettes.
Oh, they're huge over here at the moment.
Yeah, actually vape has just been added to the Oxford. I think it's Oxford Dictionary.
That's probably the one. I think that's the one that they always talk about. You know, new
yeah,
words.
I think
being
vaping
added.
has just got added to it. So it's like, really? Well, it's becoming illegal in a lot of places though here.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Santa Monica. It's illegal in Santa Monica to vape.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, you know.
Is it supposed to be the safe smoking?
You know,
well,
don't count on people to actually be logical about these things.
No, and the smoke that comes off of it is the same smoke that comes out of smoke machines at like concerts and stuff like that, fog machines.
So let's make the safe method illegal, but keep the dangerous one legal. So I'm not really one.
Now, my take has been that places that ban cigarettes are also banning them in addition to it. Like, people were, doing the safe because it was a better, safer method.
Yeah.
They were doing this in places that normally cigarettes and smoking was banned, but now people are trying to go, hey, we don't want you doing that here either. So I didn't think it was, the places they're banning it, I think you already can't smoke.
Well, the problem is, Gators, the problem is a lot of people have abused that, and not only do they smoke e-cigarettes in it, they vape weed in it. And that's part of it.
I have heard that.
Yeah, people vape weed in it, and then they're like, oh, well, e-cigarettes are legal.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Exactly.
You people.
And I don't agree with e-cigarettes, but I say, you know what, if I don't have to breathe in their secondhand smoke, then more power to them.
I think people...
As long as they're getting all the cancer and I'm not, I'm fine.
I mean...
See, the child agrees with me.
I'm not a smoker. I've rarely ever smoked. And anytime I did smoke, it was just to try it out a few times and see how it is, knowing that...
You smoked but you didn't inhale, right?
Well, I've smoked that, but I smoked pot before I smoked tobacco.
Oh my God! I didn't know Gators was a pothead. Great.
Yeah.
Only a handful of times. I've told Emily about my smoking experiences, but I realized one day, while I'm standing around drinking with the guys, and people are bumming cigarettes off of people and they're smoking, that I've smoked pot, but I've never smoked a cigarette. And maybe I didn't have a real strong desire to smoke, but I knew I was able to smoke pot and not get addicted. I figured, I'm just going to try it once or twice, just, to understand what it is. And as long as I don't do this regularly or more than a handful of times, I'll be fine. And that's what I did, and I was fine. I'm not saying I recommend this, but I'm saying I decided I wanted to try this. And so I smoked a cigarette. And, there were a few other times I got drunk. It's like, yeah, I'll try a cigarette again. So I might have smoked maybe 5 cigarettes in my life. And I don't know. I didn't see the big deal of it. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't
That's
great.
annoying, though, is that they group all the tobacco smokers together. Somebody that smokes cigarettes and smokes, a couple of packs a week is very different to somebody who smokes a cigar or a pipe. But it's all lumped together.
Yeah. Well, I've smoked some cigars too. Those are good.
Oh, okay. Well, if you smoke cigars, that's fair enough. Because anybody that's saying, "Oh, well, I don't understand it," they're going to try a cigar. I actually smoke cigars, and Andrew has a pipe. It's really cool. But it's completely different.
I mean, it's still not good for you, but it is different.
And you don't inhale a cigar, or if you did, you're nuts.
No, you puff on it, which
you puff a cigar.
Yeah, I've done that, and I that was good. Although I'd feel a little winded the next morning. So I only did that occasionally. I've probably smoked maybe 5 cigars in my life. I don't know, or 3 or 4. I've lost count, but it was not that many times I've smoked, but I've tried it. What I did once, and I liked it, and that's why I decided I would never do this again, because I was like, ooh, this was nice. I like this. I must never do this again. Chewing tobacco.
Yeah, I heard that's good.
I got a nice mellow off of that. Ooh, that was some good stuff. That was my brother. He's like, here, you ever try chewing tobacco? I'm like, yeah, okay. What do I do? And he's put it in, gave me a cup, and I did and I was like, ooh man, I could get hooked on this. I must never do this again.
That's why Andrew can't afford to try it.
I could get hooked on this. I will never touch
But I think
that.
chewing tobacco is safe because you're not inhaling smoke, and tobacco itself is perfectly all right. It's all the stuff they put in cigarettes that makes the tobacco unsafe.
In my anti-tobacco education when I was a kid, my understanding is you can get like cancer in your mouth from it.
Yeah, you can get gum cancer out of it.
Yeah.
From chewing. Oh, well, I guess so.
Yeah, from chewing. Yeah. Plus, it turns your gums black and your teeth fall out. Yeah.
Yeah, it could still have some nasty side effects.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna die of something.
Yeah, alcohol.
Great.
Alcohol is my drug of choice.
Yeah, well, I don't have enough cigars to warrant the cancer, so that's the next on the list.
There you go. But yeah, so where was I getting? But the point is, so when it comes to smoking bans or smoking policy, doesn't really affect me because I'm not a smoker. But I have oftentimes felt like, okay, this is getting fucking out of hand. I mean, where can anyone smoke anymore? You can't smoke here, you can't smoke there. People ought to have the right to smoke, and people also ought to have the right to be able to breathe fresh air. And I felt like I think the anti-smoking campaign sometimes goes too far. And,
Just make it illegal already.
well, I think people, I think there's a group of people that would like to make it illegal, but I don't think they should because.
I don't think they should, but I think if they keep introducing all of this policy, either make it illegal or don't. Don't make it so ridiculously hard to do it, but keep it, oh yeah, it's okay, we're not restricting anybody, you can't do anything.
Well, politicians would never get anywhere with making it illegal because the tobacco companies, we're talking big industry, we're talking big money, we're talking economy, we're talking
illegal,
jobs.
just tax the crap out of it. Add twice.
Oh, they already do that. They already do.
Yeah.
They already tax the crap
I
out
don't
of
know
it.
what it's like in America, but here they've done the thing now. We don't have any packaging. I ordered some tobacco online recently, and it came to me in these olive green bags with a big picture of a dead person on the front, and that's it. And then in little white writing.
Yeah.
And that we don't have any packaging for any of our tobacco anymore.
Yeah, they started introducing packaging here that's got like disgusting stuff on the package too.
And they even like these expensive cigars that cost you a fair bit of money for this one cigar, and they unwrap it because it's in its original wrapping. So they unwrap the cigar and put the new stuff on it, which is oxygenating it.
Yeah, it's bullshit. And here's the thing: is that I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to educate, and education is better than other bullshit. But no one wants to see that, and I don't want to see it. I don't smoke. I still have to see this shit. I don't want to see this shit. People know that it's bad. Okay, it's been hammered. It's been hammered down everyone's throat for long enough. We get it. Take your disgusting packaging and shove it.
Right, I can't stand shock ads, but this has just gone too far with this because you don't even know what you're buying anymore. You go into the tobacco place, and unless you know exactly what brand you want, they can't show it to you. It's all behind the curtain now. You can't look at the packaging and have them pull out a couple for you to look at. You have to know exactly what you want.
It's the anti-smoking lobby. It's like, look, people have the right to do it. Just educate people, but also I tell you, the anti-smoking ads on TV, they actually make me want to smoke in protest. I feel like calling up these places and say, stop running your ads, or I will smoke a cigarette every fucking time I see one of your ads. Your ads will increase smoking. I feel like doing that. Of course, all that would do is make me a smoker and be bad for me, and they won't stop the ads for one person. But now they're getting out of hand. Like the ad where the guy like rips a tooth out with a pair of pliers to pay for his cigarettes. It's like, I don't want to see this shit.
I like that one. That was hilarious.
I don't want to see this.
Get
this shit off of my TV.
I laugh so hard when I see that. I'm like, nice. just laugh.
Get this shit off my TV. Leave the smokers alone.
My mom's a smoker. That's the problem, Gators. And I grew up with my mom smoking and me having to smell it everywhere.
Well,
Hello?
that sucks. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, we
It's
got
me,
Forge
it's
back.
me again.
Yay!
I just wanted to say, this is what's stupid. They're going to get another 2 feet up in upstate New York tonight. And then Saturday it's going to be up in the 60s.
That's
Wow.
exciting.
There's a nice change of pace. Let's talk about extremes.
Change of pace, Gators. It's called Anybody Seen Noah and His Boat?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Oh my goodness.
And then down here we're gonna get the shit that kills people, because it's gonna be back in the 30s again tonight, like I said. 30s and 20s, and then back up into the, and then Sunday and Monday it's gonna be back into the 70s and 80s.
Gothard, it's just like me. I used to live like with lots of snow, and I can't do it anymore. I want my 70-degree weather every day.
They did
Yes, I am.
They showed a very cool picture of somebody who removed a window pane from his house and turned it into a fridge. Upstate New York.
Oh, that'll do it.
Actually, Venison uses his patio as a refrigerator.
Well, he has to.
Yeah, I know.
And a freezer, yeah.
And internet. No, wait. That doesn't work.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. No. No internet for Venison. Oh, by the way, Gothard, Venison is alive.
Oh.
So, Gothard, what's the weather like up in Maine? How many inches you got?
0.
Oh, that's nice, but how about snow?
Oh.
That didn't work for you, did it?
No.
You just ain't right.
hey.
No.
Hey, I used that line on Dune when he talked about the 2 inches in Kansas. So it was only fair.
Yeah, but he answered 0.
Yeah.
But if you ask again, it might be like 20 inches.
That's if I ask.
That's what it's been like here.
Okay, now neither one of you are
Ask somebody
right.
in upstate New York, and it's like 8 feet.
He hasn't heard the rest of our joke, has he?
I guess not.
I came in late. Sorry, I worked.
What? What are you doing that for?
I'm a douche. I'm a douche.
Yeah,
at
stop
work
working.
sometimes.
It's no good for you.
And according to their calculations on the Weather Channel, there's like 14,000 pounds of snow on these roofs.
Ooh.
Someone's roof's coming down.
Oh, yeah. That's like 3 F-150s, man.
Yeah, that's, that's a...
Is that it going through the roof?
That's, but this is a crash sound. Like, I know it's not a
I
car.
didn't know snow had brakes.
Yeah, apparently that's the best I had. Okay? That's the snow coming to a halt as it hits the roof, and then the roof falls in from all the snow. Yeah, that's totally... Hey, it's the best I had on short notice. I didn't realize I was going to need a roof collapsing sound effect.
Yeah, Emily, you need to go down south. I hear they have snow there.
Yeah, they do have snow down south, but I've never seen it. I've never been far enough south.
And around Atlanta, it looks like it might be a snowing that in Georgia.
Uh-oh. That's going to shut down the state.
Cloud road trip, Emily. Let's go. Come on, we're going south.
Oh, you coming over here to take me? Which one of us is
Yeah, let's go.
driving?
Yeah, well, if I got the right ute, then maybe I could just drive through things.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, we just drive through things.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, which one of you is driving the tunnel digger?
The tunnel digger. Well, it depends on how we drive it.
No. We'll go with the Mike Mann plan. We'll just put water skis on the tires and drive over the.
Ooh, that'll work. Wait, what?
Somehow there was. What was it? Oh, yeah. I think that was when we were talking about, like, when I had the thing for the foreign exchange student in England, and I was still hung up on her the next year when she was back in England. Not that she wanted anything to do with me. It was like, oh, you can drive over there and pick her up. Like, we'll put water skis on the tires. So that was kind of a running joke that me and Mike Mann had, I think, about how.
All right,
I see.
I'm going to jump back out again because I've just had all that I can stand of consciousness.
All right, have
Nice
fun.
to hear from you again, Dune. I mean,
Forge.
Yeah,
It's
Venison.
No, it's
Nice
Forge. All right, talk to you later, Forge.
I'm not conscious. Yes.
Peace.
Bye.
Yeah.
There we go, our very own Forge, or as Gothard calls him, Dune, Venison.
But even sight people running.
But you know what? Apparently, someone in Venison's neighborhood got sick and tired of complaining about the bandwidth issues with his Wi-Fi, and so he set a password. And so now Venison has no internet. And so that's why Venison's been...
And he failed to download one of those password cracking programs.
Pretty much.
Well, he would have, but he doesn't have internet, so...
He should have when he had internet.
Well, clearly the gig is up, and the neighbors are pissed about him leeching, is what I'm thinking is happening. And so Venison did, of course, the natural Venison thing to do, blame me and Mars. Because apparently the day before it went out, we asked him, what are you going to do if your neighbor figures out how to lock the Wi-Fi?
He didn't blame me, Gators. He blamed you.
No, he said Gators and Mars.
Yeah, he said Gators and Mars. He blamed both of us.
Nice. Yay!
You guys are trouble today because Gotham and I both missed the first 20 minutes of the show.
No, you didn't miss anything.
Oh, apparently we did.
No.
Neo doesn't like us.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, Gators is now bleeding from his ass, so.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a polyp.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
A rectal cyst.
No. Meanwhile, no, not that story. Let's talk about T-Mobile. Nice, great bang-up company there. Widow takes husband's ashes to T-Mobile after they refuse to cancel his plan.
Oh, nice.
Well, they didn't believe he was really dead. So, she brought the ashes in. A grieving widow is speaking out about the agony that plagued her following her late husband's death to cancer. Not from his burial, but from trying to cancel his cell phone plan. Weathered widow Maria Raybold, speaking to the Telegraph, said she did everything from produce her husband's death certificate to carry his ashes to a T-Mobile store in Cardiff, Wales. But despite her best efforts, the cell phone provider not only tried to penalize the 56-year-old with a cancellation fee, but terrorized her with bill collectors. I've been up to the shop with the death certificate, with a letter from the crematorium, the funeral bills, even his ashes, she told the paper of her late husband David, who passed away in August. After one visit that left her having a panic attack outside the store, she was told that everything would be taken care of. Fast forward several days later, she received yet another letter from bailiffs seeking payments on his £26 a month contract, approximately $40.50. How dare they put me and my sons through this after all we have been through already, she said. I wouldn't want anyone to go through what we have gone through over the last few months. It was easier for us to bury him than sort this out. T-Mobile, reached by the Telegraph for comment, has apologized to the widow while blaming their mistake on a delayed automatic process. They said in a statement, "We apologize to Mrs. Raybold for any distress caused at this difficult time. We can confirm that the account has been closed and the balance cleared." I get it. Okay, the automated process failed. But that's why she went to the store in person. That's why she brought the documentation required for someone to override it and take care of it properly. She shouldn't have to drag fucking ashes into the place and still have that fail. So T-Mobile, you are the fucking lose. You suck.
Did Venison do that with his electricity?
Well, I don't know.
Isn't that in his parents' name or something?
Well, the problem there is that Venison was the one that was using the electricity for long after. Basically, that was a case of the estate claimed that the balance needs to be paid off by Venison since he was the one using it, whereas Venison says that the estate was handled wrongly and has examples of things that were done wrong according to the law. And I'm not disputing Venison's point of view. I'm just saying that there are two conflicting sides there, and it's up to the courts to sort that out right. And apparently the courts decided.
I consider that like leaving the lights on when you're gone during the day. You know.
What?
No one's. Huh?
No
one's
do you
really
mean?
using it, but it's still going on.
Well, yeah.
So there you go.
But the estate's point of view was that Venison continued using the power in the house, and the house was left to him, so he was responsible for the balance there. That was the estate's point of view. Now Venison's saying that was handled incorrectly, but anyway.
Sounds like it's for me to go. Sorry.
Aww. Okay. Well, hey, call us
okay,
back.
Emily.
Thank you for calling. Bye.
Yeah, Emily.
That is the one and only Emily, who is going to be starting her new show this Saturday, Wild Bunch, midnight Eastern Standard Time.
That's
Saturday
exciting.
Night. The final
Exciting.
countdown with Emily, and
Yes.
yeah, and I'll be along to co-host, and Mars, and we'll be alternating weeks on Saturdays. What? What are you laughing about?
Nothing.
And Mars will be occupied with other people on Saturday.
Maybe.
Maybe.
See what happens. Not that person,
No.
but maybe others. You never know.
Oh, gee.
Yes.
No, she must not be listening, or she'd be screaming again.
Yeah.
So, how are things going in Maine?
So cold. All right.
Oh, that's good. I just
Nothing too exciting.
I just bought some records from Maine.
I just bought a 78 of theremin music.
Oh, nice.
Got some really cool 78s at, well, it's Dick Hyman or whatever his name is.
Oh, so it's one of the Capitol albums on 78s? Is it the one with the
can't
woman wrapped
remember.
in shrink wrap?
No, it's just a 78. It's just there's no
Is it on
cover to
Capitol?
it. Yeah, I think it's the one that you usually see like the harp on the cover. That's kind of mysterious.
Okay, yeah, it's probably
From that collection.
It's probably part of a album, but it's one of the
Yeah.
records from it, which is still cool to have. Well, I bought some 16 RPM custom music, Christmas music.
I have a 16 RPM record.
Yeah, you got for that Bible
Player.
sampler.
Yeah, but I have a thing to play it on now.
Ah. Well, I bought.
It's Tube.
There was a lot of 7 custom music Christmas music records that went up on eBay, and I won them, and they're coming from
Oh,
Maine.
you want a Muzak record?
I like music every now and then. It's fun.
Gotham, what
I've
did you
got
get
a
to
Muzak
play
record.
play them on?
Wait, is it
What do you play
16?
them on?
It's a 1957 Zenith turntable with a little tube amplifier built into it.
What do you
Oh,
got
very
that?
cool.
What do you got that's music?
Just a Muzak album.
Well, is it an LP at 33, or is it something that's...
Yep, and it says M-U-Z-K-A, or, however you spell Muzak.
Oh,
Okay.
it's Web 2.0 enabled.
No, because I've got some of the Seaberg, the 16 RPM 9-inch records that go in their special system, and now I bought these custom music Christmas ones, so it's got Christmas music, and that's I already have one of those, but now I got these are in better shape. So, but the one that I have that's kind of beat up, just review earlier, nothing like a little noisy record at 16 RPM. Gonna start any moment now.
Nope. Well.
There we go.
I was hoping you got a blank record.
There we go. So I'll have 7 records of this type of stuff as soon as they show up. That's gonna be great fun to trim the tree too. There we go. Just when you thought my Christmas music collection couldn't get worse, I proved you wrong.
Poor Christian.
I think she'll like it.
Ooh, you got a message.
He's alive!
Yes,
from Doom?
we are.
Yes.
Oh my God, it's Benison!
Yeah, for a brief while.
I thought Mother Nature finally destroyed you, old man.
We had to send a search party.
Close.
We had to send a search party after you.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently the worst did happen.
Yep.
No, the worst happening would be, knock on the door, okay, we're escorting you out of here now. I mean, it's...
well, yeah, that is the definite worst thing that happened, and yeah, we're kind of waiting on that too, so don't say anything.
All right, moving right
I don't need you mentioning things like that, considering what just happened.
Now, it's got a lock on it. It's still there, but locked, or it disappeared?
No, it disappeared.
It disappeared. Oh, well, maybe.
Oh, they just turned the SSID off, probably.
Or they moved.
I don't
Or
know.
they're away for vacation.
Or
I don't know.
away for vacation, and the router turned off, or the power went out. They didn't pay their power bill.
Who knows? Oh, and by the way, you did get a couple of things wrong. Yeah, the estate was supposed to change all that stuff. While everything was paid up, but they refused to do it.
Right. I'm saying, but their claim. I'm not saying I agree with it or that it's right. I don't know, but their claim was that you were supposed to be paying that.
No. No, and they know better. That's state law. That's part of the law.
But
of estate handling.
Oh, so they didn't pay it just for the sake of it? I mean,
no, they were. No, it's not just a matter of paying it. They were supposed to change the account name from my father's name to my name, because they're the only ones. They never did. The executor is the only one that had the power to do that, and they refused to do it.
Well, yeah. Well, because they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
Supposed to ever live there.
But they wouldn't. They wouldn't change it over till it was paid off. And they wouldn't pay
it was
off.
Paid off. Yeah. It was paid off during that time. It was completely paid off. There wasn't anything behind. Okay. But like I said, no, they just refused to do it. They also refused to do it, on a few other things too. Like I said, they've got 5 counts, of basically, was it negligence? Thank you, of gross negligence, willful gross negligence,
okay.
And the courts would not see the case.
I guess that was just what was going on after the fact. That because I know you were having difficulty getting it switched over because they wanted what had accumulated in the meantime paid off.
Yeah, after all that was finally done, after I spent all that time trying to get them to do what they were supposed to do.
Well, it's all a huge clusterfuck at this point, but
exactly. Oh, and by the way, and did you know that to add to the Wi-Fi problems, did you know that you could actually be too poor to have to get food stamps? Apparently this is kind of what I'm kind of being told now. Because apparently, like I said, somebody fucked up and screwed up my account again. Okay, this will be the 3rd time they've done this. Okay, went to an appointment. I got to the appointment. They said, we don't see anything on your account about you being here for an appointment. You filled all the requirements. You're done. You don't have to do anything else. I said, okay. Walk back home. Long ass walk. Yeah, went back home. Then waited until, say mid-October, because the September payments came through. So September payments came through, everything seemed fine. Okay, cool. Which meant that come October, everything should have been put together. Everything should have been in reserves, filled, and life could be on hunky-dory and going through winter. But no, around mid-October, I found out I got cut off. Like, I go back up there, I was like, why? They say, oh, because you didn't make your appointment. I did too. And it's like, yeah, of course I made the appointment. And here's a printout that I got on my medical benefits at that time. And it was like, oh. And they try to find some other excuse and try to blame me for it, when it was their fault because the shit did not appear on the computer because somebody forgot to enter the data again.
So did they fix it?
No, because apparently, I had to sit there and go. Here's where the 2-port thing came in, because I had to go to what they call CWEP. It's like some kind of a job program or whatever. It's like, okay, fine, I can deal with that. Whatever it takes. My suspension would have been over in 10 days then. No. Apparently the next day, after this one interview there, they're sitting there telling me that they can't do anything for me. They couldn't find a way to place me, because of the fact that I had no transportation and winter's coming up, which means that I can't go any far distances on foot because one, I don't have Arctic polar winter gear, and they're afraid of frostbite concerns and.
So they told you what you already knew.
Yeah.
That you're fucked.
Yeah, that I'm fucked. So now I got to sit there and go to the main offices in Elizabeth on the 8th of December.
Well, that's a long walk.
Yeah, well, they gave me bus passes for that. But the fact of the matter is, my food supplies, run out in the next 10 days. And it's going to take 21 days, until I get there.
Well, how much food can you get for for a bus pass? I mean,
no, that's just no. You can no. This is one of the food reserves that I had from before. My winter stock that was supposed to have lasted through until March. I now have to use now, and I'm fucked.
Yeah.
So it's lovely. I've lost, so now I've lost internet. My food supply. All because somebody fucked up on their end. Again, and it always seems to work that way. The fates always work that way because everything was working fine. I had, the internet was fixed, had nice broadband, all 5 computers fixed, updated, synchronized with one another. Everything was functioning. Everything was fine. And that one plateau where I could actually start paying people back, I reached that plateau, and every single time when that happens, shit fucks up from way out in left field. Murphy just says, how can we fuck with him this time? Boom! Here we are.
Well,
yeah.
Hopefully,
wonderful life.
Over in Elizabeth, they'll get things squared away, get you caught up, and
hopefully, because if they don't, and they decide that since since we can't find a way to get you a job in your local area, well, duh, because I found out something else too. Oh, this is lovely too. It's like, this whole economic recovery thing I keep hearing about. Excuse me, but 2 Fridays ago, when I had to, when I was given permission to go to a food bank, I had to get permission for that now because apparently that's sanctioned. I'm not allowed to go to them. I was like, what? Yeah, thank you, Republicans. But but walking down Front Street, in my town, the main shopping center, the main downtown, the part of a downtown that defines a city. And when walking down there, over 60% of the stores that were down there, were still locked up on a Friday, the main shopping day. Still, had the gratings down, the metal bars down like that, and many of them were already empty or going out of business. The town is shutting down, and it's scary as hell. I have never seen that before in my entire life.
Well, I feel for you. I wish the best for you. But I still got to pose the question: how much can you get for the house?
Well, apparently maybe close to about, close to a regular price, because real estate prices are supposed to be coming back up. But there's also a problem with that too. Nobody can sell their damn houses.
But
Nobody.
Now, how much can you get for? You talk to a real estate agent. You lower the price. What does it take to make it move?
Buyers.
Well, hey, you list the. Let me give you an example. If you list the house for $5, it's gonna sell.
Oh yeah.
So where's the number that it moves at? What's the highest number you can get the house to move at? Is the question.
I don't know. Because apparently other people around this neighborhood are trying to find out the same thing. I've got 2 abandoned houses on my street alone now, just on my section of the block. 2
Do
abandoned.
they have electricity?
No.
Oh, damn it.
2 abandons and 3 foreclosures, and there are about 4 for sale signs, up and down the street. And some of these for sale signs have been out there for the past 3 years.
What are they asking? I mean,
The lowered prices.
you probably should be in touch with a real estate agent because I mean, you say everything's drying up in the town.
You know what? I was at one point,
Uh-huh.
about 2 years, about 2.5 years ago. I actually did get in touch with a real estate agent, and I actually did have the property listed for about a year. Nothing at the economic collapsed price, of about half the price of what it was originally listed for.
What price was that?
It was originally listed at $245,000.
Okay. Well, how low did you go?
$150,000.
Could you have
And
kept going lower?
For this neighborhood, let's put it this way: for this neighborhood, this is actually prime property. Remember, I'm 1 block away.
Oh no, yeah, prime property. But what you could get for it, if you could get enough money to walk away and start a new life somewhere else where there's jobs, take it.
Yeah, where is that? I haven't found a place like that yet.
There
Basically-
are jobs.
Yeah, where?
Well, heck, check out Dice.com. I'm applying to jobs there every day.
In where? In what state?
New Jersey and Pennsylvania.
New Jersey?
Yeah.
I've been checking through the log. I've been checking through. Let's see. What is the name of that post? Let's see. No, is it Deep Broadcasting? Yeah, there it is. Broadcasting. Going to. Come on, hurry up. Thank you. Docs and let's see, and jobs and. No, that's the LinkedIn. Job orientation. No.
Can we move this along because it's really old news?
Oh well, shut up. No one's talking to you anyway. In a place like Indeed.com, if you can list some other ones, I'd be appreciated for that.
Let's see.
There's Dice, a monster.
Indeed.com.
Let's see. Today I applied for a system support specialist job in Hamilton, New Jersey. Let's see. Yesterday I applied for a. Oh, I don't know where that job is anymore because that listing's been taken down. Let's see. What else I applied for yesterday? Yesterday I applied for a tech support specialist in Saddlebrook, New Jersey.
Yeah, think about the titles that you're asking for. Yeah, for someone, I guess in that job context, it might be.
Now, mind you, I have a background in system support
and those things,
but there might be some entry level help desk stuff out there. Or, I don't know what market you're looking for or what type of job line you're looking for. But the point is, there are jobs in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. They're pretty populated areas.
Senior, I know. I've been looking to them. Like I said, going to JobSearchEngine.com, Indeed.com, Simply Hired, Monster, Career Builder, Job Insider, Hot Jobs, Hound, the Star Ledger.
Right, but you need to. You need to get some bank and get out of the area.
Senior technician, senior electronics technician pro, communication specialist, and lately computer consulting and computer repair.
Okay.
Under the company Plainfield Express Company.
All right. So you You got your resume and application
Yeah.
sent it all out? Hear anything back?
No.
How many applications have you sent out the past week?
Well, in the past week, I haven't put out, really any because one thing, I haven't had any internet.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I'm sorry. That sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
And
hey,
also-
well, you know what?
And okay, they've got to be local. Remember, I'm only on foot here. There's no transportation.
Right. That's why I'm saying whatever you can get for the house, take it. Get out of there.
Like I said, been that route. And
Yeah.
I tried to get rid of the house. No takers. Because the real estate thing is still messed up.
It is. It is. The best you could do is lower it really low and try to attract a flipper.
Yeah, there's, like I said, there's only so low you can go because remember, you still got to, wherever you go, you got to start someplace else and have enough money in order to do that, or else you're going to be in the same situation.
Well,
and also not going to dump, $250,000 worth of electronic equipment that I've, accumulated all my life, which is basically my bread and butter, so to speak. Once I get
with that bank, you rent a truck, you load it up. I mean, then you find a apartment in an affordable area. And
apartment's not, is kind of like out of the question because look what happened to Skylark. Same thing happened to him. Apartment's too small for all that stuff.
Venison, you can't be too picky right now. Apartment's going to have to do if you get some,
Well, for right now, that's just it. For right now, I still have the house that I have. And
right, but we need to unload it. You need to get a chunk of change for it. You need bank.
You ever hear of Jewish lightning?
Jewish lightning? What?
There is no insurance.
Oh well, there goes that idea.
Oh
yeah.
Okay. Apparently, I've. Should I be offended?
Oh well, but anyway, that's the situation.
That's a legitimate term in Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's basically in a nutshell. And like I said, it's really sad that I'm seeing that my city is falling apart like this. It's bad here, dude. I have never seen downtown look like that ever. It's
hopefully things pick up around the holiday season. So, I mean, this is a time where people are kind of hiring up for holiday help. This might be a good time to hit the street for some retail work.
I was down there last week. Okay. I walked down Front Street. Okay, almost all, like I said, more than half of them stores were closed up.
Not closed up.
Yeah, the bars were down.
90% of downtown now is all run by Latino.
By who?
Puerto Rican.
Well, yeah. Do you realize that some of them buildings that are down, and some of them stores, where the gates are down, they're empty now?
Yeah, that's not
and they're
even
going
half
out of business?
That's not even half of downtown. Okay? What's downtown is actually one of the main attractions in the city now.
Well, no, that's our, like I said, the main business area, that part, like I said, that part that defined us.
What part that defines us? What part are you talking about?
Front Street between.
If you talk about the old temple building,
I'll mute the microphone.
All right. So while Venison and Mikey figure out where downtown is, what were you saying there, Gothard?
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed your Christmas record. My computer decided. Oh, it's time for that fucking Windows update. Oh, I'm downloading it now. Now I'm gonna lag every program on your computer. I'm gonna take forever for you to hit the button to shut down and restart. Well, now I'm gonna have to take 2 hours to load your new fucking software.
You could have just told us you're running Windows, and that would have pretty much told us the same story. No, but here we go. Christmas music.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. In an elevator. What's up, Venison?
Can't you wait until at least after Thanksgiving?
Well, this is just a preview. I bought 7 of these Muzak records with Christmas Muzak on them on eBay today, so they'll be here just in time for the holiday season.
and you wouldn't even, and you buy all this weird ass crap, and you wouldn't even buy me a pizza, and I was going to pay you for it.
I bought you a pizza. I drove you to the pizza place. We bought a
I
pizza.
thought you bought him a grape soda too.
And we and a grape soda. Yes, he posed for a picture.
Well, yeah, but that one time I wanted to order one. I said, I'll put the money in your PayPal account. And you get all excuses.
I was.
And now you're buying Christmas music.
Yes.
For the holiday season.
Yes.
I'll burn you a
He's
CD.
buying a Hello Kitty to put on as an angel on his tree.
No, I'm not. No.
That's exciting.
No, we got.
Are you really, Gators?
We got the star. We got the star. It's the star.
Oh, Gators.
Put a star.
Gators. If you got one of those little Hello Kitties with the little booty kitties that wave, you can have that as a star too.
We put a star on the tree. Venison.
Do they have a Hello Kitty version of the Money Cat?
They should, huh?
They should.
They really should.
Now, Venison, growing up, when you were a kid, what did your parents put on the top of the tree?
Oh, we had a star.
Ah, so your dad wore the pants.
Huh?
Well, it's a well-known fact that I've established on this show that if you ever want to know in a couple who wears the pants, just around the holidays, check the top of the tree. If it's a star, the guy wears the pants. If it's an angel, the woman wears the pants.
Okay.
Oh, no, it was definitely my old man.
Yeah.
You've seen my house at Christmas.
Right.
You've seen what's on top of the tree.
Yes.
Does that fit your theory?
I forget what's on top of the tree.
Star. It was my mother's idea.
Why you gotta go ruin my theories?
Gators.
But your dad runs the show with his laid-back attitude of letting your mother run the show. I don't know.
See.
I can't come up with.
Gators.
You got to give me a way out of this because we can't ruin the theory. It's too good to ruin.
Gators.
Yes, Mark.
Gators.
My
What's
dad
on top
is
of the tree?
the ultimate passive-aggressive type.
Yes.
What's on top of the tree if nobody's wearing the pants?
A bird.
Okay, just wondered.
Where does the little glass spire kind of things fit into it?
Old person.
You know,
Old people. Old people put those on their tree.
Hey.
It's tradition. Just like old people.
My
listen to
great
Bing
grandparents put one of those on their tree. So, that's and it was great when Nick at work was like, "Well, I put one of those pointy things on my tree." I'm like, "Oh, that means you're old."
Oh, you mean the little metal
Right,
things?
right. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
we
old.
used to have one of
That's
those.
old people ornament.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was just called a tree topper.
Yeah, that's what old people use.
Oh.
All right, let's see what else we got for the news. Oh, this is a good story. Out of Newcastle University, apparently they had to steam clean the library. A university student has been counseled after using campus resources to film a live solo sex show. And a library where the show was filmed had to be steam cleaned. Staff at the university...
How? Oh, okay. Okay. And this is solo, right?
Staff at the University of Newcastle were tipped off the student was using the Ochmuty campus library to film and broadcast herself via live webcam shows. It's understood the show was promoted on Twitter, which then linked to a separate site where users had to pay to see the show. She was eventually caught when staff were given a photograph of her and instructed to call security if she was seen. Parts of the library were reportedly steam cleaned when university management became aware the show was filmed there. A spokeswoman told news.com.au the university was disappointed about the inappropriate use of internet facilities. Wait, .au? Oh, this was in Australia, I guess. All right.
But did they have to keep the videos as evidence for later?
I don't know if they got any video, but they did have at least one picture. So there you go. Which
Was there a
upgrades?
dango involved?
I don't know. Which up writes in, I prefer it when I visit for the holidays that both people in all couples are wearing pants. Well, yes, pants are generally good, but we're not talking about pants. We're talking about the pants.
No, there's only one pair of pants?
Well, no,
and that could be a party. I mean,
no, well,
you only need
there's
one
pants,
pair of pants for a party.
There's pants and there's the pants.
Oh. Okay. It's singular for pants.
That's the pants. You know, in quotes.
Oh. Okay.
Anyways, I think you sent me some links today.
I did send you a couple links.
Yeah, you did send me a couple links. Let's see what we got here. Brown paper bags are the latest trend in speed dating.
Yes.
I don't get it.
Did you see this?
A new speed dating trend is making its way to the U.S. from London, except you can't exactly see the people you're getting to know. During the dates, brown paper bags are worn over the daters' heads. Grocery bags with holes cut out so you can breathe, speak, and blink. The bags are decorated to reflect your personality. The idea is that you get to know the real person on the inside and take looks out of the equation. Oh, okay, well, that's not a bad idea.
See? So if you see someone around walking with a paper bag on their head, then you know.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Or have a paper bag you can wear like pillowcases or, you know, stuff like that.
Wasn't there a comedian that his act revolved around wearing a paper bag on his head?
I don't know, but... Is there like a jet taking off, or...?
No, I think there's someone's whistling, or I don't know. Or maybe it's Venison's Wi-Fi.
No, he's on good Wi-Fi right now. He's on Big Mikey's.
Oh, that's true. That's true. He's got the good stuff.
I am.
All right, let's see.
I'm going to my email.
Ah. Let's see. Cat lovers pounce at chance to visit Oakland Cat
I know,
Cafe.
this is so exciting.
So when are you going?
Brian Blues would be very excited about this.
Now, when are you going, Mars? Have you been there already?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Let's see. Cat lovers in Oakland are pouncing at the chance of spending time with Feline Company at a new cat cafe in Oakland. Cat Town Cafe is giving dozens of visitors a chance to mingle with furry friends while sipping coffee and nibbling on cat-themed cookies. The cafe opened, so this is just a cafe with real cats in it.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's so cool though. It's really cool because these cats have been in the shelter for 4 months or more. I think it's been.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a good way for adoptions.
Oh, that would
as
be
well.
yeah. You know,
Yeah,
come in, have
it's
some
really
coffee,
cool. It's actually pretty cool.
have
And
some cookies,
yeah,
and
cookies.
Take a cat home with
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Dune writes in. Dune writes in the unknown comic. Oh, so Dune's heard of this guy.
Oh.
I just remember he was on the Gong Show once, whatever version of the Gong Show was on in the '80s. And I remember.
You would remember that, wouldn't you?
And he did an impersonation of his grandfather by swapping his bag for a wrinkled bag, and I thought that was pretty lame.
Theaters. Really? You remember that from the 80s? Really?
I do. You know, and the sad thing is I probably learned something very useful in school that day that is completely lost to my memory. Because I watched the Gong Show that afternoon.
You probably remembered how to add numbers that day.
You know, we probably covered something.
And now you can't.
Very important, and I probably failed the test. But hey, I can tell you about this guy with a bag on his head that was on the Gong Show.
Oh my god.
Now, he was on the Gong Show as one of the panelists, not as a contestant. He was, like, in the panel that, you know, because I had 3 people there that would sit there through the act, and if they couldn't handle it, one of them would ring the gong. But if the act managed to get through without the gong being gonged, then they'd have to give a score.
I mean, I admit I watched the Gong Show, but I don't remember any of the freaking acts.
I don't remember the acts. I just remember this panelist had a bag on his head. That's all I remember.
Oh my god. Did they show it on like Game Show Channel later on or something?
No. Well, I think they reran like original Gong Show episodes on Game Show Channel at some point, but this was like some type of '80s revival of the Gong Show. But
I'd watch the original one on if they played them on the Game Show Channel now. They just play crap now.
But this was the 80s version. Yeah, the Game Show channel sucks now. Has for a long time.
It has.
Anyways, I should get
Ever
another...
since you got it, thanks, Gators.
Well, I ditched it. No, it sucked. The last time it was good was when I was in college, because they would actually still run vintage episodes of The Price is Right every now and then.
Bob barking his long microphone.
Anyways, I'm going to refill my coffee cup. So,
Yes.
I'm going to go take a little break here, and we'll be back.
Break. What are you going to play?
Well, I'm going to play something in the break music folder.
Ooh,
obviously.
Awesome. Nice.
Yeah, we'll play,
He hasn't thought about it. He's randomly checking.
Actually, you know what I could play? I could play, something from that, guy in Portland.
Oh. Which one are you going to play?
Let's see. Let's take a look.
Did you buy his album?
I think there was a double album that was coming out, but I haven't seen an announcement yet. I'll have to check the site. Well, let's see. I could play Killer Beat. Let's play Killer Beat. We got a Killer Beat here.
Yes.
Check it out. This is Future Sons.
Killer Bees, they're coming to get you.
No, Killer Beat. Beat.
Oh.
You know. There's a, a beat, and it's killer.
Yes.
All right. We'll be back.
come out with my hands up and kiss you goodbye. I 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 kiss you goodbye.
Are you still looking for that perfect Christmas tree? Well, look no further. Come on down to Gothard's Tree Farm. At Gothard's Tree Farm, we've got all your favorite Christmas tree varieties. We've got everything from Arizona cypress to white spruce, all available in a wide variety of shapes and sizes, all fireproof to provide added protections from overheating Christmas lights or unexpected alien visitors. And here at Gothard's Tree Farm, there's lots of fun for the whole family. Come on by and spend a day browsing for that perfect tree, and then enjoy a hot cup of Dickens' famous spiced cider, and spend an evening with us admiring the beautiful starlit sky looking for UFOs. So if it's a Christmas tree and family fun you're looking for, come on by to Gothard's Tree Farm. Pick out a tree and enjoy some UFO spotting today. Gothard's Tree Farm, located in lovely Dixmont, Maine, right at the corner of Route 7 and 15, just a stone's throw from Cabo San Conte Lake. And we're back! The Amateur Hour here with Gators, Mars, Gothard, and Venison.
Temporarily.
And now, Venison, did you and Big Mikey figure out where downtown is?
Well, we know where the downtown is, you know, but he was there at a different time than I was.
I see. So there's another downtown that's not 90% closed?
What?
Well, apparently last month it wasn't.
It's the other downtown Gators.
The other
one,
downtown.
2 weeks ago it
That's one
was.
that they were singing about, you know?
Downtown.
Downtown.
Oh, fine.
This is what happened.
Well, someone's got to get the phone.
Everything's waiting for you.
Yep.
Dumbass hung up on that butt.
Aw, yeah, it was a hang-up. Alright, well, we're back here. And we were talking about cat cafes, and Mars is going to get himself to a cat cafe and hang out with all the kitties. Kitties. I just realized that sounded wrong. Hang out with all the kittens. There we go. That sounds better.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready. You're playing the Newton's Apple theme.
Of course. I like coming back to break from break with this. It's in the rotation of back from break music.
Mm-hmm.
It's a classic. Good old Kraftwerk.
Actually, I know some that uses this as their intro song for their show.
Who's that?
His name's Number 6 on another station.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
And so he.
Benson knows who he is.
Wait, know who is?
Number 6. He comes back. This is his intro song.
Oh.
Yeah.
You are correct, sir.
Yes. His show is called 6 of 1.
Okay. Well, I guess he also knows that it was Kraftwerk that did
Yes.
the song.
Yes, he does.
On
He plays very odd music, and he also plays stuff from like old time radio stuff.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, anyways, we got one more story that Mars sent us. Just need to find
That
it.
last one, not bad, but
Baby
you know.
born with 8 Ooh.
Yes.
That's fucking
It's
weird.
God Baby. God Baby.
No, it's Octo Baby. Or
No, God Baby.
Spider Baby. Thousands have flocked to see a baby born with 4 arms and 4 legs in India. The baby, dubbed God Boy by his parents because they say he looks like an Indian god, was born in Barupur, a city in India's eastern West Bengal state. When it first came out, we couldn't believe it. Well, I'm thinking the mother probably couldn't believe that. Like, what the hell's going on down there?
It's an arm. It's another arm. It's
How
another
many-
arm.
How many fucking arms you cramming through there? The nurses said he was
They'll be very handy.
barely
Gators, later
deformed.
on. It's okay.
But I can see that this was a sign from God. In fact, this is a miracle. It's God's baby, the relative said. The village is
God
being
baby.
overrun by curious believers from across the region. So people actually think that this is some kind of God baby.
Yep, God baby.
Now, is God baby going to be able to live a normal life?
I say if they're in the kitchen doing dishes in their life later on, they'll be able to do twice as much and twice as fast.
There is that. Let's see. Police say they are having trouble controlling the crowds. This is a freak baby. Oh, that's not very nice. And it is tragic.
No, freak baby.
There's nothing godly about him at all, a police spokesman told CEN. Hundreds are crying in the streets. Hundreds of others are praying and setting up camp here. The spokesman said he'd never seen anything like the crowds in his whole career. Medics say the birth defect is actually the result of the remains of the baby's twin being joined to him in the womb, a condition referred to as a parasitic twin. This is similar to the way that conjoined twins form. Dr. Manny Alvarez, senior managing editor of health at FoxNews.com and the chairman of the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology and Reproductive Science at Hackensack University Medical Center in New Jersey said, with conjoined twins, you have two living fetuses that are attached either by the head, abdomen, or legs. With a parasitic twin, it's the same principle, except there is a malformation of one of those twins. As a result, the twin never fully develops and is then partially encased in the living fetus. Ew.
God baby.
So, are they going to be able to fix God baby?
Why would they need to fix it? Just think how fast they could run.
Well, but there's usually complications with that. But
What's
What do you mean,
complicated
how
about?
fast
Yeah.
They could run.
Yeah.
well,
What do you mean?
he might be tripping over himself, though.
How do you know which is the left or right foot?
Two left and two right, you know.
So this
think?
person is born with 4 legs.
4 legs and 4 arms. God
Wow.
baby. In India. And they're going nuts.
Does that mean
for
they
it.
have 4 forearms?
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
How could it go wrong?
Well, they might not all be pointing in the right direction. I don't know.
They have a picture said God baby.
Well, there's a small picture that just looked like a bunch of arms and legs, and I didn't get a good look.
God baby.
Let me do a Google images search for God baby and see what comes up.
I don't know if you want to do that.
It's not nearly as bad as Dune's search. No,
Abby!
Oh yeah.
How is old Abby?
Yeah.
How is blonde-haired Abby doing?
Dune did a search on Abbey because he had that beer that was named something Abbey, and it came up with pictures of lots of churches. And so I suggested that he should do the search for naked Abbey, and he took the bait, but he couldn't type out naked, so I typed in XXX Abbey, and I don't know why.
Blonde-haired.
I don't know why he was surprised, but he was.
So I have a question for you, Gators.
Yes.
Has his show been flagged for adult content?
That would be a question for Dune. Hey, you know, if you turn on Safe Search for XXX Abbey, it does go back to showing you pictures of churches. So he had Safe... Dune has Safe Search off.
Why would you have it on?
To see what it does, really. I've already turned it back off. And, that's a lot of Abbeys.
Ooh, someone's calling! Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Wait, I don't know that ringtone.
Whose phone is that?
Not mine. Oh, it's Gothard's. He has the fancy ringing tone, right?
Wasn't his.
Hello?
Oh, it's a call for venison.
Nope, not me.
Nope.
Oh, this one's all fucked up.
What's all fucked up? Oh, you found
God
it?
baby.
Yeah, I didn't think it'd be very good.
It's not the cool way you'd think it was, like having 2 nicely set arms so that you can play the pipe organ easier.
No. Well, maybe if you had a second pipe organ behind. Yeah. I'm thinking they're pointing opposite directions.
Yeah. Still jerk yourself off
Really?
playing the pipe organ.
Oh, that works.
What about Mars?
No, nothing about Mars. Talk about the pipe organ.
No, I was going to say Venice. He said something about Mars.
No, I think
I heard him in the background.
I think Gotham was suggesting that he could play the pipe organ and the upright organ at the same time. He could do there. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, I'm out of material.
What? I gave you material.
Yeah, I read all 3 of them.
I'm sorry. That's all I could find.
And I covered my material, and we talked about Emily's show. And
that's exciting.
Yeah, that is exciting. I'm looking forward to that.
How was your week, Gothard?
My week is okay so far.
Oh, it's good.
Not too exciting, not too bad. Oh, Gators, guess what?
What?
No more having chipped bowling balls when you come here. Well, actually, I do have a chip. Betterly shaped bowling balls.
So
the next time you come bowling here.
You have your own balls?
Yes.
Are they scented? Because they do sell scented balls.
No, but they're blue.
Oh, not. Oh, I'm sorry. I was wanting one that looks like the episode Night Court. They had that one that looked like a big eyeball. I wanted that one for the longest time.
Yeah, that reminds me of the time when I was, when I was visiting, when I was hanging out with Kristen on the weekends in Connecticut, and packed my suitcase, drove down there from work, and the next Saturday morning, get out a change of clothes, and what rolls out of my suitcase as I take a pair of pants out? Gothard's blue ball.
What? Gothard? Are you hiding your blue ball in his bags again?
Gators.
There you go.
Gators.
What?
Gators.
Neo.
Go check the Johnny Gators Facebook page. There is something I sent you on there.
I thought that was very
Okay. All right. Let's log out of my normal Facebook.
Oh no.
Where's the logo?
It is nifty.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, I'm on my way.
Blue balls?
No, it's grandmother smoking weed for the first time.
Oh, I saw that! Freaking awesome!
Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, this ought to be good. Oh, they got a big old bong.
Jenny.
What? What?
What up, Jim? Jenny.
All right, so you got some
Jenny.
coughing and some breathing.
And you've never smoked marijuana before?
No, I've never smoked marijuana.
Is there a reason why you haven't?
I was too busy raising children.
That's a good reason.
I was a suburban housewife, and we had our cigarettes and our cocktails, and we were happy. No, I've never smoked marijuana before.
It's happening. Let's bring it out there and let them just handle it.
Oh, I have nerves. All of a sudden, I have butterflies. Yipes.
You can do it, girl.
They're getting nervous.
We don't know what to do with that.
Are you comfortable, or do you want me to light it?
Okay, let's.
I mean, and then
Nothing for all of this. This is the first time
and
experience.
it's gonna drag smoke into here.
It's cool.
There we go.
It's all
Stand by
good.
one.
So yeah, you can gently you can stop lighting it. You can let go of the lighter.
Now take a breath. Oh, maybe not. Smooth.
Toke.
Come on, make sure you
You need more. I need more. Oh, you need more.
I just sent you a picture.
Okay.
Put your whole face over that. Yes, there.
I know
Do
you
it
want
like
to
you
check out
mean
my
it.
blue ball.
Oh, they're swirly.
What?
They're swirly blue balls.
It's your turn. Oh, it's my turn.
And they come in a sack.
Nice.
Okay, burning.
Oh, they're passing the
Is the
pipe
sack
around.
velcroed or zippered?
It's a zippered sack.
I think it
Okay.
was easier than I thought. Yeah. Yeah. And I think it was Except now it's better to do the bong and not the cigarette, the joint, whatever it's called.
5 minutes later.
Okay. Yeah, I can feel some tingle in my brain. Can
I feel like I'm smiling.
Yeah.
10 minutes later.
You've played this before. I've played this before.
They're playing
playing
Jenga.
Jenga.
All your hands.
I'm good at that game, actually. I beat my nieces all the time.
Jenga. 15 minutes
I'm
later.
actually pretty good at that.
Well, I won't tell you what was going through my mind.
What was going on through your
I thought it was a dildo, but I've never seen anything on the end of it like this.
Oh my god.
I got a vaporizer.
So it's nothing.
Yeah, feels like nothing.
Oh, this could be dangerously fun. No,
What-
just
I was
do it.
watching the light there.
Oh, forget
yes,
the
if
light.
it's green, you can go. Green
Go.
means go.
Green means go.
That straw thing, like, you want to swallow. Jesus, sweet mother.
She got actual smoke.
20 minutes later.
Okay, in the new Disney Channel movie, Hannah Montana struggles with what for the first time? Christopher Walken or a bleached asshole?
Like this. Which was it?
The bleached asshole.
Oh, thank you.
Probably.
25 minutes later. The hell kind of card games these ladies playing?
I could go iron now for days. I love to iron.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
You're kind of weird.
Ooh, coming to Broadway this season, Blank the Musical. Okay, so it'd be the South or Queefing? What's Queefing?
Queffing?
Queffing? No, there's no R.
Queffing?
Queffing? Anybody know what queffing is?
Queefing. Yeah, anybody know what
Yes,
that really
queefing.
is? It's a very modern word. Is it? Are there other terminal? Is there more terminology that we'd probably know?
We're all friends now, so I'm just
Oh, okay.
Fooling around a lot.
This is great.
Uh-huh.
That's what's up.
Oh, then let's do that one.
All right.
Coming to Broadway this season, Pussy Farts, the musical.
Nice.
When I do it, I really feel like the muscles here in my neck seem not as tight. And I see a lot of benefits for it. But, yeah.
I totally lost track of what you were talking about.
I know. And then sometimes when we're up here, we just get so like, what? What were you saying?
I'm feeling like I really don't care if I understand even.
She's so cute.
And so a little bit of tea, I think, kicked it up a notch.
You sure
The
that
tea.
was tea?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so go ahead and tell us how I feel. Tell a story, and we'll. I don't think I think I really inhaled a lot.
Oh, you
But
did.
I do not feel as high as they feel look to me. I don't feel to me as high as they look to me.
Oh, brother.
Just like being drunk, isn't it?
Yeah, I would do it again if I can get this bag of chips open. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No grandmas were harmed in the making of this video. That was... Thank you, Neo. That was awesome. That was... There we go. There goes Grandma.
Yeah, since
There
I
goes-
can't smoke at the moment.
Since you can't smoke, you'll watch videos of old ladies smoking.
Yes.
Almost as good as smoking yourself, you know? That's
Yes.
wow. Well, was cool.
Yep.
And Gothard's got some new blue balls. That'll be fun.
Are they Benoit balls?
No.
They're awful big Benoit balls.
They're pretty big. He's got big balls. Well, here.
Although Mike works with a doctor named Benoit. Dr. Benoit.
Well, here, why don't I send a
Dr.
link into the...
Benoit to be looking at your balls?
Well, here, I'll post the link to the Team Talk room, and here you go, Neo. There you can see a picture of Gothard's balls. They're blue.
Oh, they're bowling balls.
They're blue, and they come with a sack.
It's a zipper sack.
Yeah.
Only thing about Monday anyway.
What weight are your balls?
Well, these are candle pin.
0.4 ounce, 2 pounds 4 ounces.
Okay.
Yeah, the candle pin bowling balls.
Yep.
Well, I'm out of
Okay.
material.
Sorry. The light news week.
So, Venison, what else is going on over in Jersey?
Yeah, venison.
Absolutely nothing.
What? Are you enjoying the snow, venison?
Didn't have any yet.
What?
In fact, after
There were 6 feet in Buffalo.
the cold snap will be over come Saturday. Actually, yeah, come Saturday.
There you
It'll
go.
start warming up again on Monday. It'll be in the 60s. Yay!
Hey, maybe your Wi-Fi will be back then.
Yeah, right. Look, hey, actually, I would like to go home too. Just finishing up this last message. It's all been messages.
There you go. Yep. Well, glad you're alive, venison.
I guess.
So, all right.
I recommend we're gonna come back.
Yes, we were. Yeah, we set the search party, and thankfully we found you.
Sure I was alive and all like that. Letting everybody know that I am alive.
Yay! Brian says he misses you.
Well, a lot of times that's like 8 o'clock. That's a lot, like you say. Sometimes I don't get here till 8. Sometimes, you know.
Yeah, like I said, you see both cars out here, that's what's up here. No. You gotta
All
go
right.
here, it's 9:30 at night.
Well, I'm out of material, so.
Yep.
Yeah, and I gotta go.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Venison, and stay alive.
See you,
and,
venison. Tell
yeah.
Big Mikey thank you.
Yes. Thank you to Big Mikey for taking in on you.
Yeah.
On that note, I think it's time to put another episode of the Amateur Hour to bed. Yes, wow, not that far after the 3-hour mark. We're almost like a regular show now.
What?
But that's okay because you'll get to hear Gators attempt to be a co-host this Saturday.
This ought to be hilarious. We'll see how that works.
Yes.
Actually, Gators, you know how you can be a co-host?
Well-
Don't use your mixer and plug a microphone right into the computer, so you don't have any extra added stuff.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Oh.
But I'm not going to open up Jingle Palette unless Emily says I can.
She will beat you down if you do.
No, I'll behave. I really am looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be cool.
Good.
You know?
Good. Maybe I'll show up too.
You should. You should. But you know, and plus I still got the double chocolate beer in the fridge, and I might swing by Bevmo and pick up some more bottles because it's been nice having 2 of the big beers, and then I got to pick up one of the. No, I'm not going to do that at Bevmo. I'm going to pick up the.
Gators.
The variety pack that
Mike
do pick up.
made a nice chocolate coffee bourbon beer. It's a porter with like chips of soaked in bourbon.
Oh yeah, he was talking about that when I was there. That he was going to make that porter for the winter, and he's supposed to send me.
Good.
He's supposed to send me a sample.
Uh-huh.
Just remember, if you see a package that says yeast culture, you know what it is.
Yeah, it's a yeast culture.
Yeast culture.
It's okay to
Hey,
mail
you can
yeast cultures.
It's okay to mail a yeast culture. It's not okay to mail a beer. But what is a beer, really, but a yeast culture?
So he's going to be able to the home address, I take it?
A word of the wise to people like Dune that need to have a beer shipped to them.
Beer
Get
culture.
around these damn fucking laws so that the damn
Yeast
consortium
culture.
of Budweiser can use tabs on what you consume for beer.
That's all Gators needs is more yeast culture.
Yeah, there we go. So he's going to... So wait, you got my home address to send that to? Because probably don't want to send that to my work address.
That would be great. Send that to his work address.
We will. It'd be funny.
I suppose if you send it there, I'll know not to open it because it'll... But then, you know, people are going to be like, why are you getting yeast culture sent here? That could be weird. Yeah, I'm not sick. All right, thank you for joining.
Bye,
Well, what have you
Venison.
learned tonight, Venison?
Tell you what have I learned tonight? I learned that life sucks and freeze to death and die.
Yay!
No,
I'm
there's-
glad you learned something today, Denison.
Hey, well, hey, you know.
I've learned today that Venison is the most upbeat person I've ever met.
Yay!
Dude, I
Anyway.
got to get up in the morning.
Gotta go. Catch
All
you
right,
later.
good night.
Bye.
Good night, Mikey.
Everybody says bye-bye.
Whatever. Bye. Goodbye.
I said, get the hell out of my house.
I'll help Mikey out by clicking the hang up button.
That's awesome.
I didn't tell Venison that he has to stick around till I'm finished closing the show. So I hope Mikey's not blaming me for keeping the
That's
unwanted house
standard. When
guest.
Denison was always a big Mikey, he'd like, get the hell out of my house.
This is why Big Mikey was like, yeah, whatever, I'll check on him. Whatever.
See, Big Mikey has his pluses here and there. So.
No, he did check on him. He told me he checked on him. He
that's
had no
cool.
problem.
Yeah.
He immediately accepted my friend request and was like, yeah, I'll check on him as soon as I get back into town. So, you know, kudos to Big
Yes.
Mikey for helping us out. Otherwise, I thought I was going to have that awkward call with, hey, Dad, there's this guy that lives in Plainfield. You might be looking for a corpse. I don't know. The door might be unlocked if you need to go in and look.
You might see a jungle and a bad poop smell from the backyard.
There's a
Ignore
bucket
that.
somewhere. Don't look in the bucket. All right, so what have you learned this week, Mars?
I have learned that sticky notes are blue, green, pink, and yellow.
Ugh.
And everybody should run those
No.
on your desktop.
No sticky notes.
Yes. Yes.
And, oh, shit, I need to loop that
Neo?
back. What have you learned, Neo?
That you apparently like to have Venison on the line too long to where he likes to repeat himself repeatedly every fucking time he's on here about not finding jobs.
Well, that's standard.
Well, you know.
That's just venison.
I tried.
That's just venison.
I tried to do my part to help out the pessimism by throwing out some other ideas,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
And you know he's not gonna fucking listen to them, so why do you entertain it?
Because it's fun to listen to Venison's reaction when you say there's jobs.
Well, the thing is I've been spending months applying to different jobs in New
Yeah.
Jersey and Pennsylvania. So when Venison tells me there's no jobs in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, I just have this natural, I can't help myself, but when someone says something that I know is wrong,
Yeah.
well, actually, yeah. But to be fair, I have a different skill set than Venison. But the point is that there's, yeah, it's a challenge. Not exactly the best market if you're looking for jobs in. He's very limited to his options right now. He really needs to get some bank for the house, is what needs to happen.
He's not gonna get shit for that fucking house.
That sucks. Well, he's not going to get what it's worth.
You notice he didn't disagree there.
Well, the thing is that
Of course.
Well, the question is, can he get more than he owes in taxes for the house?
Oh, hell no. Hell no, you know that.
Well, I don't know how much he owes in
Dude,
taxes.
there's shit in the backyard. There's literally human fecal matter in the back fucking yard.
No. That's fertilizer. It's fertilizer.
No, human shit.
That can be dealt with. All right. Well, this isn't the.
These tomatoes are gonna grow real well.
You know, I can say for sure right now, there are 21 people that are not going to be buying Venison's house. Those are the people listening to this show right now.
Oh, God.
All right. So, I've learned that I'm going to have to explain why I'm having yeast cultures sent to my work. Hey, that gets some beer sent here, and yeah, I'm gonna buy that holiday pack that Dune bought of the what's that Blue Moon? Yeah, the Blue Moon holiday pack. That sounded really good. I'm gonna pick one of those up for Saturday's show. So I'll have the double chocolate, and then a bunch of Blue Moon, and I still have some winter lager, and then I'm gonna have to go back to Bevmo and pick up my favorites, which I really like that Samuel Smith Taddy Porter that I drank. The Stone Smoke Porter.
You need to get the banana bread one.
Yeah, I'll get the banana bread one. I'll get some more Taddy Porter. The Stone Smoke Porter was okay, but I like the Taddy Porter better. So I probably won't get another Stone Smoke Porter this time, but maybe another time. And I'll probably pick up some of whichever chocolate one I like the best, because I still got to try that other chocolate one. So, yeah, I'm going to have to stock up for, because then, I got my vacation coming up. I have the first week of December off.
Dear.
So, hey, Gothard, if you want to come, hang out in the San Francisco Bay Area for a week in winter, get some last-minute airfare.
Gothard, run!
There you go. Nah.
It would be a fun time, but getting away that month is hard. Like, basically, I have to tell Therese I quit.
Oh, boo.
Well,
I don't want to say that.
Well, I thought you were getting ready to do that anyways. Are you moving? You're moving, right?
Yeah, I've been moving. I moved in. I plopped a cat in the new house.
Oh.
I see. So, you're in the process. Well, not everything's moved, though, right?
No.
No. Well, is there even
I'm not
room
gonna
for
move
everything?
in?
I see.
There isn't room for everything, so I figured what I'm going to do is move in what I want, and then turn off the heat to the house and drain the water, and it will sit over the winter fine. It will just be like a big giant storage unit.
I see. And is there any plans
A lot
to
of stuff.
sometime be able to be fully moved in, or that's?
Yep. That's the plan. I got to clean out a space in the basement.
Oh, there you go. Basements.
It
Basements are good.
requires. I think it may require a shovel.
Also requires making the basement a suitable place to store vinyl, but I'm sure
It's fine. It actually doesn't. It's a very dry basement.
I actually ran into some people on the bus in San Francisco that it's funny. I was on this bus in San Francisco. As usual, I'm closing out the show, and then the materials works up again. So we just get to loop this for the next half hour. And this very drunk...
Please no.
This very drunk elderly black lady gets on the bus. And,
what? In San Francisco on Muni? What?
Like, staggers over.
Never.
Staggers over to this couple that
don't say.
Staggers over to this couple that are obviously not from around here. And is talking to them, teaching them how to fist bump, and asks them where they're from. And they said they're.
Teach them how to fist pump.
Oh yeah, she was fist pumping them, and they were friendly enough to talk to her awkwardly, and they mentioned they're from Maine, and she tells where she's from or whatever. And I could understand every other word she was saying, and so at some point when she had a pause in the conversation, I figure, well, if I jump in and converse with them, maybe I could rescue them a bit from this awkwardness. I'm like, oh, I used to live in Maine. Where in Maine you from? And they're from the Farmington area. And, well, first they named a town I hadn't heard of, and then they said, oh, it's near Farmington. I'm like, oh, I know where that is. And what's that?
Wilton.
That might be it. That might be where they said they were from.
Usually the one that's next to it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, and they're like, yeah, near Farmington. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm familiar with Farmington. I know where that is. And I was like, yeah, you lived in, Lincolnville, near Camden. And like, oh, okay. And I guess the husband was originally from Canada, actually, Montreal, I believe, and then moved to Boston, and then up to Maine. And now they're looking to move out here to the Bay Area, actually. So I'm like, oh, moving all around there, you know. So that was a fun little chat.
Did you fist bump the lady?
The lady wasn't interested in talking to me. She did not offer me a fist bump.
What was the name of those balls again?
What balls?
Those bocce balls? No, the
Benoit?
sex balls. Benoit. Was their last name Benoit?
No. No, I don't believe so. I didn't ask her last name, actually. I don't know. It could have been, for all I know. Why? Do you know a Benoit that's moving out to the Bay Area?
Possible.
Huh. How about that? But I don't know what their last name was. I just know the guy is from Montreal and Boston and Maine, and now is looking to move out here. But anyways, thank you for listening to the Amateur Hour. Be sure check out all our great programming all week long, because we've got coming on tomorrow is Take It or Leave It, and on Saturday night, Wild Bunch Radio, midnight Eastern Standard Time. I got
it's Emily's!
The first
Emily's
episode.
First show.
Yeah, first show of the final countdown with Emily.
I'm excited to see how she's going to put you in your place.
It's going to be interesting. It always is when Emily and I get on the streams and drink. It gets interesting. And, you know.
She have a no drinking policy.
Emily, a no drinking policy?
I don't know.
That'd be like me having a no drinking policy.
You did that for a while. Let your liver relax.
I don't know. No. Doing radio sober, it's like fishing sober. Well, no, I do this show. I do this show sober every week. No. Saturday.
I like fishing.
Saturday night's all right for drinking. You know, that's how the song goes, right?
Sure.
Yeah, and all right, and then also don't forget next week we got Video Vamp on Tuesday. We got Dune and Bob on Sunday.
Yes.
And
Sunday.
Video Vamp Tuesday, and then us again at wildbunchradio.com and nhpradio.com for all your internet radio needs. Thank you for listening. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good morning.
Oh, Emily points out she has a no drinking policy every time she has a kid.
Yay!
That's yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's smart.
The only time that Gators doesn't stop drinking is when he has a kid.